up, everybody? Sorry to Nina's ears, and maybe everyone else's who might be wearing headphones. Oh, yeah, I just noticed she's got the earbuds in too. I
It's
have a
okay.
nice little cave over my ears, but that's a new intro that hopefully doesn't get freaking copyright claimed. It said it was okay in the YouTube studio, so we'll see after this live. I've been having
It was really
issues.
good music though. I liked it. I was
I know.
like,
I get it stuck
vibing
in my
with it.
head when I was like editing it. It was stuck in my head for like 2 days. But how are you doing, Nina? Thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah,
We're gonna have fun,
thanks for
guys.
having me. It's been an interesting day because I was editing my live stream from last night and yeah, like I invited you.
Oh yeah,
You
sorry I couldn't make that
Oh
last
no.
night.
Oh, that's okay, but you missed one for the ages, man. Like you
Oh
missed one for the
man.
books. That one has been privated
Oh,
and
that
I'm not
that
sure
good
if
or
I'm
that bad?
yeah, it was that good, but I'm
Okay.
not sure if like, I don't know if I'm going to actually unprivate it at some point. Maybe I'll make it like, I'll have to edit some stuff out and make it members only, maybe. I don't know. I haven't
Oh,
decided yet,
darn
but
it.
a lot of
Always
it
good
just
stuff.
is not like unacceptable
Oh,
in like YouTube land. And yeah,
oh, okay, gotcha. So it was great. Darn it, I always
it
miss
was
the
good.
fun stuff. Well,
Hmm.
hopefully I don't miss the next one. I
Yeah.
I also was having internet issues last night too, so I'm like, if I hopped on, I might have. It's Florida in June. It's like just like rain, 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 and the internet
Mhm.
is crap over here, so it goes in and out all the time on me, and it's really annoying. And that was happening last night.
I
So I was
feel
like,
you. I
yeah.
feel
Oh
you.
yeah, you're
I have
in
Mexican
Cancun.
internet, so
Yeah, so
I
it's
get
not the
it.
best. It's not, yeah. But, oh, yeah, Nina likes turtles. I gotta send you a picture. I found a little mini turtle on my walk the other day. It was a tiny little baby, I think so this, like, little pond, lake thing that I walk around, there's always turtles, and I always try to get a picture, but they run and, like, dunk in the water every time I walk by. I'm like, "I'm not gonna hurt you. Let me take a picture."
Oh my
But
god,
there
yeah,
was there was a tiny little black one, like, this big. Oh, that's cute.
it's a little
It was, like,
turtle.
this big, I'm not even joking, and I didn't notice it at first. I looked because it was black too, and I'm like,
It's
and I
so
actually took a
cute.
stick and I'm like, "It's gonna get ran over by somebody, like, on a bike," and I'm like, "Go that way, little guy. Go that way." It was
Oh,
so cute. I got a picture. I'll send
you
it to you.
saved it.
I
You're a good
did.
human. Yay.
It was so cute. I seen another one too. It was safe though, so I that's why I think maybe in one it just had babies or something because there's a few tiny ones all over. I'm like, "I wanna see more of them."
That's so cute. I
Yeah.
love turtles. I love all animals. I obviously my favorite animals, cats, because I have a kitty and she's my baby. And I love
Oh.
her. But I love cats and dogs and monkeys and pandas and bears, like
Oh,
all
pandas are my
sorts of
favorite.
bears,
I
red
wanna
pandas,
I
all
wanna
the
hold a little baby panda.
I know, and then little baby koala bear.
Oh, yeah, like, I think it's in Japan probably or maybe China, I'm not sure, but where there's a job of them cuddling
That's
pandas, I'm like, "I want
that's
that
in
job."
China.
Okay,
That's
that's in
in
China. I'm
China.
like,
Yeah.
"That's the dream." Can you imagine that?
Oh my god, I know. That's literally what I do on my Friday show is just sit there and watch, like, good
Aw,
good
yeah,
human
feel good.
videos
Yeah, I've
and,
seen
like,
some, like, feel
animal
good.
videos, like,
The
that's it.
animal videos are the best, especially, like, like, puppy ones and the cat ones always doing silly stuff.
Or, like, the
Um
panda ones with the people in the enclosures taking care of them.
Yeah,
It's
when they're,
the
like,
funniest.
being, like, a menace too, and they're just, like, falling everywhere and
Yeah,
making a ruckus. I love it.
it's so cute.
Uh, alright, let's say hi to the chat real quick. Wow, there's a lot.
Hi.
So if I missed anybody, I'm really sorry, but I'll just run through real quick, and then we'll get into we're gonna be talking about the Superman casting, which on toxic femininity, we were 2 of the people that picked this, okay? So you're welcome if you're happy with the casting, because there was like 3 people each
Mhm.
for Clark and 3 for
Well,
Lois, so
Michelle
we
totally picked it too. I actually kinda picked the
yeah.
last girl because I was like, I like her, like, look better because I thought she was, like, more, like, femme, like, dainty,
Yeah. Oh,
like,
yeah, that's right.
softer.
We all picked Superman, though. We seen him
Yeah.
and we're like, "Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
the one. But then,
Yeah."
like, I've kind of changed my mind now since last night's stream.
What, on Superman?
I got black pilled on that.
Oh, we're gonna
Yeah.
have to get into that. I don't even know who I forget who the other options were. I don't know any of
Who
them. I've never seen
cares?
any of them. I
Nobody
know.
cares anymore.
It
It's
doesn't matter
over.
now.
Now that they've been cast, nobody cares. But now I've been
I do
black
hope
pilled
the
on this new guy because
uh
apparently, well, he's been into some gay things. Well,
oh,
like he
jeez.
just he's played some very gay roles. So there's like pictures
Really?
of him in very provocative ways, and he's like really femmy. So it's just like I don't
It
know.
takes away from that rugged, tough super okay, I
Yeah.
gotcha.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well
He's gonna need a lot of hormones.
oh, no. What's what's up, Hokies? Vermont Cheddar, hello. Oh, turtle for Nina. What's
Right.
up, Americus? Hi, Andrew and Corey. Let's fly through everybody. Aw, that's cute. Have you been, you've probably been to SeaWorld, right? Or maybe not?
No, I've never been to
Ah, the
SeaWorld.
turtles there are great. Two
Oh,
by Strung's here. What's up? And Tara Crystal. Oh, look, we got a super chat already. Thank you, Mark of Reality. Thank you for the $5. Good evening, ladies. This is the first time I've sent a monetized message on YouTube. I have sent them
ooh,
on Rumble before. Well, thank you. I appreciate that, Mark. Look at
nice.
there. There's fancy Mr. Ian. Hello.
Hey, he
Azure.
said some
Let me feel
June
potato.
things.
He said some who, Ian? Not Ian. What's up, Rhino? Good
Hey,
day,
what's up,
Rhino.
Rhino?
Hello, sexy Wicked and sexy Nina. Hello, Andrew.
What's up, Andrew?
More turtles in the chat for
Turtle
Nina.
love.
Yes, yes. What's up, Roto? How you doing? Oh, it jumped on me. Sorry.
You're gonna have to come on my Friday show, and then you'll
Yeah,
you'll find out all about the turtle love.
all the happiness.
Mhm.
A baby rabbit near my office does something similar. Run like hell from me. Ah, well, Americus, you're kind of.
Aw.
I understand why a bunny would run from. I'm just kidding. What's up, Grant? Wicked to the bond, infinite hope. What up, stream? What's up, Grant? Oh, look at that. I was a koala handler when I was 18 years old over there in Australia. Look
What?
at that. We
Oh
need more
my
info, Grant.
god.
You have pictures? I need to see some,
That's amazing. At me with your pictures,
please.
and
What's up,
I will
Demoshne?
show them on Infinite Hope. What's up, Dimogene?
Robert, how you doing? Someone said I love you. Oh yeah, Vermont Cheddar. A lot of Nina love. Thank you.
Oh,
We appreciate it.
well,
Boom.
good.
I was there, Nina. What for
Oh, and
the
probably this
last
last night's
night?
stream. Oh, yeah. It's if you missed it, you missed one for the ages, guys. Sorry.
Darn it. Well, darn it. I missed all the fun. Well, since we started, well, I was gonna start with Barbie, but maybe we should just start with Superman.
Sure, whatever you want.
Where is this? I hope that you watch The Marvelous Miss Maisel. I think that
I'm
it's
going to. I think I'm going to because I really like the Gilmore Girls, and if it's by the same makers, then I will give it a shot.
yeah, I feel like it might be more. I mean, Gilmore Girls was too, but there was definitely guys that enjoy Gilmore Girls, but the same goes for Marvelous Miss Maisel. I feel like it definitely leans more towards the female audience, but it's really funny, and
Mm.
I know men that enjoyed it as well. Grant says there's nothing more manly than doing the one thing that scares men more than anything else. That's manly. Also, he is the chin. Okay, Grant. Look how young Henry is in this picture.
Oh my god, he's so beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, that guy does look like a young like, he looks younger like, younger than Henry here, like, he looks, like a very
He
young
does. He's very
Henry.
young. Well, he
Um,
looks very young.
yeah, I don't know how old he is. I just his name's David, right? I forget. David
I just know his
something.
last name, which is Corn Sweat, which
Oh, yeah,
I think is
Corn
like
Sweat.
yeah, I don't understand why you wouldn't pick a stage name. I was
Hokies,
like,
thank you for the 5 gifted memberships,
"Woo!"
and thank you for telling me
Yeah,
because I
it
wish
is
StreamYards
David.
told you. Okay, so David Corn Sweat.
Yeah.
And, Raider, thank you for the 50, and you just put as a dragon. I thought it was a snake at first. I'm
What's
blind,
up,
I'm sorry.
Raider? Somebody
How you
come
doing, Raider?
Raider. We love Raider. I used to
And
call him Raptor because I can't
Raptor,
read. So I'd be like, "Thank you so much, Raptor, for the super chat." And he'd be like, "My name is Raider." Like, what are you doing? But yeah.
that's like, who's the one everyone calls him Koala, and I can't think of his name right now.
I
He's like,
don't
"You know what?"
know.
He's like, "I don't even like koalas, but I think I'm gonna change my name because everybody calls me Koala." It's like Chris Cola or something, but he spells it with a K, so everyone goes Koala.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you've probably seen him. I see him a lot in Camelot's chat. But all right, so oh god, it's Green Rant. I didn't even realize that. Oh well.
That's okay.
So new Superman and Lois Lane confirmed. DC finds Henry Cavill replacement. Wow, I can't even say Henry's name right. DC Studios finds its new Superman with James Gunn upcoming 2025 DC movie. Oh, it's in 2025. Oh, is it pronounced Corn Sweat? But I think Corn Sweat.
I
Yeah, that's all I
Is it
see.
corn sweat? Okay, everybody says corn sweat, so I'm like, "Oh, corn's wet. Corn's
And
wet.
corn's wet. All right.
Corn's wet?"
I
Oh,
don't know.
no. I don't know how you say this dude's name.
And Rachel Brosnahan. I think I said that right. All right. So here's if you guys don't know, this is the casting right here. He definitely, I mean, just the chin, even though we talked about this, Batman has more of the stronger chin because that's all you can see,
Mhm.
really in his mask and his eyes. But I think he looks good. I don't know nothing about his acting. I know she's not ugly or anything, but I did agree that the one girl looked the part a bit better than Lois, but I still picked her because I know her acting. I think she's gonna kill it. I didn't really care for Amy Adams as Lois. Not that she was terrible. They just there was no chemistry between her and Henry, even though they hardly had any scenes together. But
Mhm.
I don't know, it just didn't she didn't give Lois vibes to me at all, but she also didn't have that much screen time.
Yeah, she didn't really give me Lois vibes either, but more because of the like the hair.
Yeah, the red hair.
Yeah, she gave me more like Mary Jane vibes. I was like, why didn't they cast her as Mary Jane? And then but like, she's a good actress though, so I was like, yeah, she's fine. Like, yeah, I
Yeah.
didn't complain too much. I was like, whatever, she's okay.
Yeah, Disco Cobra for 20. Thank you so much. Sup, Wicked and Nina. Hope all is well with you guys. I think the new Superman casting is decent. He looks like he could fit that role well. I'm sure he will buff up as well if people are worried about that. Good choice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what we were talking about last night. Like we were worried about his buffness because he is not in good shape right now. I'm trying to pull up the picture that I found last night. Look, there's a lot of very provocative pictures of him.
really.
Um, but okay,
Hmm.
hold on. I'll share this one. This is not too bad. Don't worry. Like you're not gonna get in trouble or anything.
Here, let me use this.
But
And
like,
yes, Grant, that is the most Kansas name ever. Corn sweat. Oh, yeah, oh, it's okay, I'm not body shaming him, right? Like he doesn't have like a bad body, but it's a weird build, like almost okay. Well, that first picture, it looked like almost like how like when guys hit a certain age, they get kind of boxy, which there's nothing wrong with that. Like even if they're fit, they have like that boxy. That's what that looks like. But he's just in his white tighties. I just noticed that to be honest. I was looking at his chest. I didn't even notice that he was in his underwear.
there is a
Um,
lot more, like, let's just say there's a lot more gay looking photos of him. As I was going through last night, I was just like, "Oh my god, why?" Like, and I was just like, I don't know what it's from. Like, obviously, he's done some show, and there's like screenshots of whatever he's played. But then I was like,
Frodo.
this is such a turn off. Like, I don't know. It was just not good at the time. I was like, I was a lot less excited after my stream. I was like, oh no. Oh,
Aw.
here's that one picture. Hang on, let me see if I can.
Yeah, that's true. And I didn't like Batman vs Superman. Sorry if anyone disagrees. I know some people really liked it, but I got into a hot debate when that first came out with my friends. That I had a couple of guy friends that loved it, and then after Suicide Squad came out, I was like, guess what? Suicide Squad wasn't good, but it was still better than Batman vs Superman. They're like, no,
Oh
no,
my god.
no.
Yeah, that'll trigger a lot of
It
people.
will, it will. Like I don't know. I just really did not like Batman vs Superman. Like I liked
I
Henry in the role.
I didn't either, but I mean, I hated Man of Steel more than I hated Batman v Superman because I actually kind of liked Ben Affleck's Batman. So
Yeah,
I was
I
like,
like
at
his
least there's something there. But like, I did
yeah.
not like Henry Cavill's Superman. Like, I like his Superman, but I don't like the story of like what
What
happens to
the
him.
bad writing, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
yeah, yeah. And like,
what's up,
I actually
Disparu?
hated Jonathan Kent the most. Like, I was like, I like his dad. I was like, this is the
Oh,
worst like depiction of Jonathan Kent ever. So, yeah. Oh, okay. Those naked pictures that I saw of him, apparently they're not gay ones. So that's good. He's
apparently
having
they're not
sex
gay.
with a lady. So that's good. Now
Okay,
I'm
then
starting to
she's
be like, oh,
okay, maybe.
okay, that's fine. But okay,
I
this
would say
is
that
the
as a
one.
joke just to
This
make my
one
friends mad.
here. Wow, he. Wow. Okay. I'm
Oh
seeing
no,
things
she just
right
saw
now.
us. She's getting re-traumatized right now. And
Well,
I
is
seen the
it?
super chats, guys. I'll get to them in a minute. Don't think I'm ignoring
This
you.
is not like this is not like I'm not getting traumatized because I'm just like, oh, that's spicy. Like he did like a very spicy sex scene with the lady, which is fine. But this is one of the ones that we were talking about last night. I was like, it's kind of
Oh,
gay. Like,
I'm getting oh geez, I'm getting the George Costanza on the couch vibes from this.
yeah, yeah. People were mentioning that in the chat. It was pretty funny.
Oh yeah,
But
blue-eyed Scorpio, it's super gay.
So,
He
anyways,
might not be gay. He might not be.
he might
What
not be. We
is
don't know.
Jack painting him? Like, what? I don't know.
I have no I don't even know what this is. Like, I don't know what this movie this is from. I don't know, but he clearly had sex with a lady. I have no idea. I have no idea what this movie is. I'm interested though. Like, I would like to know. If somebody knows in the chat, you should let me know. I might watch it because it's clearly very spicy. I like spicy movies.
Okay, but so that article I was just sharing, yeah, spicy's good. I mean, it depends on the type of spice, but we'll see.
Mhm.
I agree. He's gonna bulk up. I mean, even Henry had to bulk up for the role.
Yeah, he did.
Um,
But Henry did have to bulk up.
so the article doesn't really matter. I was just showing you guys the look wise. Like I said, I'm happy with her casting, and I'm sure that they'll make her. She's gonna look more like Lois than Amy did. I think, like already she kind of does, and I'm sure they'll do something like makeup wise to possibly make her look even more like Lois.
I'm
But
just glad they didn't go with that first option. Remember we
yeah, the
were talking
girl,
about yeah.
the one that was in the Gal Gadot movie, right? With
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah, yeah. We were like,
the
uh
strong chin.
yeah, I was like, she's got way too much of a strong chin there. Not
She
no.
really did. Seems like his career roots were the same as Alyssa Milano. Really? Well then.
Wow. Wait,
Well
what do you
then.
mean? Like she's like wait,
Yeah,
is that like
clarify Disparu, please.
do you mean like oh no, wait, Alyssa Milano is not the Scientologist chick, is it? No, that's not. I always get them mixed up.
She she's just a nut job though. Alyssa
Yeah, Alyssa
Milano,
Milano is just not.
who's the scientist? I know who you're thinking of. You're not thinking of Leah Remini, right? Like
Yes,
she's
I
not
was.
okay.
I
Okay,
always get
well,
them
so she
mixed
was
up.
Scientology, and then she got out
Yeah,
and
she's
made a
not.
bunch
Yeah,
of.
yeah, yeah.
But
But yeah,
she
like
started
the
on Cinemax. Oh, is that what you mean? Like he like
oh.
bang his way to the top. Is that what you're saying?
Oh, a casting couch. Gotcha. Okay.
Oh, here you go.
Right.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
Milano's the cotton mask chick. She had like a crocheted mask with holes in it.
Yeah, 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 yeah. And then she was all like, and then she's like, COVID made me lose my hair.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And
I'm
she's like
sure.
brushing her hair and she's like, look. And I was like, you've never brushed your hair before, clearly, because people lose their hair all the time.
Yeah. Okay, so everything we know about DC's new Superman and Lois Lane actors. Okay, one of the two leads, gosh, I can't say her name. Rachel is more established, having garnered critical acclaim for her leading role in The Marvelous Miss Maisel. Everyone confuses her with, I forget her name, from Westworld. Like they make jokes about it because they look a lot
Oh,
alike. And she was also on 13. She was that girl that was on the movie 13 back in the day.
I've never seen
And I think
that.
she dated Marilyn Manson too. She was that chick.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's her. Well, he isn't known. The soon to be 30. Oh, he's only 30. Okay, I thought, well, not only, I thought maybe he might have been younger actually. All right, so 30-year-old actor has built up his credits through The Politician, Hollywood, and We Own the City. Never heard of any of those.
Mm-mm. Me either.
According to yeah, maybe The Politician, it sounds kind of familiar, but I might be thinking of something else. According to casting reports, Corn Sweat, I don't know, and Brazan had been at the top of the respective list for Superman and Lois as they competed with a handful of other actors.
Have
I'm
you ever
probably
seen have you ever watched Friends?
yeah,
Do you remember that episode where they're like make a bet with Chandler that he can't make fun of everybody anymore? And
yeah,
then
I remember
Ross
that one.
starts dating this girl named like Elizabeth Hornswoggle. And
Oh
she's like, and
yeah,
he's like, you can't say the name. I was like, this must be killing you. That's every time you say corn sweat, I think of Elizabeth Hornswoggle.
Yeah, now I'm gonna think of that. I love
Because they're
Friends.
like, they have funny names. It's like funny.
They
I don't know.
do.
Funny names are funny.
It is. I wonder if he's from Kansas. I mean, that is a very Kansas name, or at least something on
Wouldn't
that
it
neck of
say,
the
let's
woods.
check out his like, I don't know,
It
profile.
should. So, given there may be an upcoming SAG after strike, oh yeah, it would seem as though this was the only reason DC Studios wanted to lock in the 2 stars for Superman Legacy. What this means for DC making an appearance at San Diego Comic-Con remains to be seen. All right, that's what do you mean that's all they know about them? That's it. Everything we know, and it's just this little
So we
article.
already know
Thanks.
everything.
So yeah, we already know everything. Thanks a lot. Here, well,
Friggin'
if you're
useless info.
looking something
Okay,
up, I'll
so
read
he
the
is an
chat.
American Jewish actor. Went to Juilliard.
Okay, fancy.
Um, he's born in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Okay, so he's from Philly. That's not far from
Mhm.
where I grew up. I mean, it's hours away, but it's still, east over there, East Coast. Roto commish for 5. Thank you, Roto. If you're feeling down, try drinking a pint of water before going to bed. It'll give you a reason to get up in the morning.
Oh god, that's
Really,
fine.
really a dad joke. Thanks, Roto. I
That's
thought you were
fine.
actually trying to be insightful, and then you're like, no, dad joke. Wolfsbane for 5. Thank you. Henry doesn't have to be in the main universe, but give me Elseworld Superman trilogy, starting with a seasoned Superman. Yeah, I don't.
You ain't getting that.
Yeah, I also want a Batman Beyond with Michael Keaton as Batman, and I don't think I'm ever gonna get that. The Flash is probably the closest we'll ever get to something like that, and it's not. I mean, it's not the same because they're not gonna have Terry in it, but
I wanted an established Superman and an established Batman, and we're like never getting that. It's always like, oh, we need a younger one. That's why they're doing like the Superman Legacy again. And like the last Batman was like, we need a year two Batman or whatever. That's like Robert Pattinson and he's emo and he doesn't know what he's
he's
doing. It's
so
like it's just like, why am I watching fucking Edward Batman? Like I don't
Edward Batman. Yeah,
know.
but seriously, I kind of feel bad for him in that sense, but it's that role is never gonna leave him. Like no matter what he does, everyone's gonna see Edward Cullen.
But it's
Um,
also because he kind of played Edward Cullen. Like, it was like, well, you could have done a different Bruce Wayne. I've seen him in stuff. Wicked. I've actually seen him stuff. I know Rob Pattinson has range.
yeah.
There's a movie he did. It's called The Devil All the Time. And it's actually really, really fucked up movie. It's based on a book. And it's with Tom Holland, which also shows his range in acting. So it's Robert Pattinson, Tom
Yeah.
Holland, and Bill Skarsgård, which is freaking
Ooh,
amazing in this movie.
he's great.
Bill Skarsgård plays again another bad character, but like he's like a misunderstood bad character. Like he does something like really fucked up that you're like, you can never come back from this, but you kind of also realize why he did what he did, and you're like, oh no, kind of thing. Anyways, I'm not gonna get into this,
What's it called
but
again? I gotta.
it's called The Devil All the Time.
Okay, I'm looking it up now so that I can. Oh, it came out in 2020, so it's not that old. All right. Oh, it's
It
on
was
Netflix.
It's
Okay.
messed up, so be prepared to, like,
Okay.
be
Be
incredibly
scarred.
depressed. Yeah,
Oh god.
like,
Okay.
it's one of those movies that's, like, really crazy, but they all play very, like, roles that they have like, you don't usually see them play. Even Bill Skarsgård, like, he shows his range even though he's playing a bad character, you're kinda like, "Oh, okay," like because he has 2 sides to him, so you can see both sides, and then Pattinson knocked it out of the park. I was like, "Oh my god, like, he is this creepy dude," and you're like, "Ooh, this guy's the worst," like, you hate him. Tom Holland, you feel for him. Like, they all have range and they're all good actors. You just gotta see them outside of, like, big budget movies that kind of highlight their actual acting versus like, "Oh, I'm, like, watching Spider-Man," or, like, "I'm watching Edward," or, whoever else is in Harry Potter, like, when he was in Harry Potter.
Yeah.
I think
No,
they kinda get
that's.
lost in those roles.
I heard wasn't Robert also in I mean, you might not know what I'm talking about, but I heard he was in a war movie that was really that he did a good job in, but I could be thinking of
I
somebody
haven't
else.
seen it, but I think he's been in a few things. Like, he was in another sci-fi movie that was really good too. I forget the sci-fi movie's name. That was a fucked up movie too, but it was good. Like, he was good in it. That's why when, like, he was announced at Batman, like, everybody was freaking out, and I was like, "I'm gonna give him a shot because I think he's got what it takes. Like, he's got the
Mhm.
range. He's a good actor. He knows his stuff. But then it was like, I think that the Batman fell into, like, the directorial issues and script issues and length and editing issues because, I liked Pattinson's Batman, but his Bruce Wayne was just not I just
Yeah,
didn't like the Bruce Wayne part, and then I didn't
he
like
didn't
his
play the part well.
story. Yeah, I just
He
didn't
didn't
like the
play like
story.
the rich playboy. Like, okay, so I don't think that Batman and Robin was good. The only good part about that movie was Uma Thurman's Ivy. She played like that crazy Ivy very well, but
Mhm.
that movie was just a campy something that we have silly lines from now to
I love
reminisce
that
on.
movie. I've
I
always loved that movie.
but I
I
think
know it's the worst
Clooney.
movie ever, but I
But it's
loved
something
it.
that you can watch and still enjoy. Like, I can actually rewatch
Yes.
that. I can't rewatch Batman vs Superman. I like all the '90s
Yeah,
and
me too.
Chris, what is it? What the heck is his name? Chris, he played Dick Grayson. Chris, it's not McDonald. What the heck is his last name? I can't remember right now. I'm drawing a blank. He's so cute. I loved his Robin.
Forget his name.
I'm
Oh,
drawing a
I know
blank.
exactly who you're talking about, but
Yeah.
yeah.
But I think Clooney actually played a good Bruce Wayne. O'Donnell, thank you. Chris O'Donnell. I was saying
Um,
McDonald. Chris McDonald. But Clooney did a good job, even though it was a silly movie. He did a good job as Bruce Wayne, actually. But he didn't turn that off to play Batman. So Batman was just Bruce Wayne. He had the
yeah.
same tone, the same everything, and the bat nipples didn't do him
I
any
actually thought,
favors
like,
either.
Clooney was, like, the weakest part of that movie. Like, I actually liked Arnold's Mr. Freeze. I liked
Oh,
Uma
yeah.
Thurman's, like,
I
Poison
loved her
Ivy. I
Poison
liked
Ivy.
Alicia Silverstone as Batgirl. I thought she was great.
You know, she got
Uh,
crap for that, like fat shamed. And I'm like, where?
she looks great. She was so
Back
hot in
then,
that
she got fat
movie.
shamed. So weird.
That's
Yeah.
so see, that was when, like, body positivity movement or was that whatever was, like, in the opposite direction and, like, super thin, like, anorexic looking chicks were considered, like, the optimum whatever, and so that's why she got fat shamed, which is ridiculous because she's, like, basically, like, amazing.
Especially
Uh,
back in the night. I mean, she aged well. She didn't get work done. She looks fine, but I mean,
she
she
looks great.
aged. So, but
Mhm.
yeah, she in
Everybody
the
ages, I mean,
90s.
that's a thing.
Yeah, exactly. Because some people will say stuff. And it's like, well, she just didn't get her face injected with a bunch of stuff. Like she looks normal.
Oh my god,
Back in the
speaking of
90s,
that
gorgeous. Oh no, what are you gonna show me?
I'm not gonna show you anything, but
Oh,
did you hear about Madonna, like, how she got, like, infected and she's in the
oh yeah, isn't she?
hospital?
Yeah, didn't what happened with that? I saw
I
something that
don't
she
know
was rushed to the hospital.
exactly yeah, but she was, like, in the ICU. That's the only thing I saw was, like, the announcement from her team and that her tour got canceled because she got diagnosed with a really bad infection or something, and
Oh,
she's been in the ICU and she's recovering. But, like, I was like, "I wonder if it's, like, plastic surgery related because
I
you
mean,
know how, like
she freaking had a lot. Like, she looks like Jigsaw.
I
No
know.
disrespect, because she's sitting in the hospital, and I'm
No,
gonna
I know. It
but,
just it
like,
just sucks though. I'm like,
hi,
"Ooh, hi,
Teresa's.
Teresa. Hi."
Um,
Teresa's great. She was on
yeah,
last
she
night for a
is.
bit.
Oh, nice. I'm so upset that I missed it, but,
I know.
well, I guess if you hopefully you upload it for your members, and I'll catch up and see what was
I
going on. I
know.
seen someone in my chat a
Well,
minute,
I
like,
already
earlier
I
said that
al
Anna was hammered. I'm like,
yeah,
"Oh,
I
that
already
must have been
uploaded
fun."
the RRR review that she did, the very hammered RRR review that she did. I already
Oh,
uploaded
no.
that. I had to go back and forth with her a few times to be like, "Okay, so, like, is this good?" And she's like, "Yeah, it is."
Oh, no. Oh,
Uh,
no.
I love her. God bless Anna.
Yes, I know, Anna's great, and I'm sure she's just riding on a high right now, from getting engaged and everything. I'm so happy for her,
Yeah, she is. She
and I'm
is.
sure she had a lot to say about Superman since, her other man's not
Well,
there
she's the
anymore.
one that was all, this dude looks like a twin, and she went off and like,
She ripped him to shreds, didn't
yeah,
she?
and then I was like, oh my God, maybe I don't find him attractive anymore. Like, holy cow.
And it just completely changed my mind.
Yeah, like, gee, thanks. But then she gave like Cecil this crazy compliment because she said that Cecil looks better than him. And I was like, what? And Cecil was like hot, like he was like, I need that clip, Nina. He was like hitting me up about it today, and I was like, I'm sorry.
Sorry, I deleted it. No.
Yeah. I told him that I would clip it out for him and send it to him. So I'm actually supposed to do that tonight before the Jack show.
Oops. Well, he can wait. You
Oh.
just make him sweat.
Yeah, I will. I mean, the Jack show's in like a while. Like that's like an 11 or something.
Yeah, so you got some time. Yeah, we'll be wrapping up like around 10. So, um, this article 18 hours ago. So I didn't see the interview that she did with Vogue, or I didn't read it or anything. But apparently, I thought we could dive into this. I don't know. Anyways, Margot Robbie said that Barbie wouldn't exist, the movie she means, if Patty Jenkins hadn't directed Wonder Woman. She's
What?
so released in
Who wrote
2017.
this?
Oh God, look. Let's look. I always do that too. It's so funny when they always look like,
She's got purple hair
yeah, I was gonna say they always have colored hair.
and she's from Australia.
Of
Good
course.
Lord.
Oh, you know what they're doing to The Office? Did you watch The Office?
Yes. Oh my
Ah, I'm so mad about
God.
that. How dare they?
I am freaking so bad. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me right now? I'm actually rewatching The Office for probably like the 50th time.
I rewatched it so much. I want to buy it on Blu-ray because they're already people are telling me in Peacock they're already editing things out, like they're
Yeah.
editing Michael Scott, and I'm like, you know what? He's a national treasure. Damn it, don't touch
Yep.
him. Um,
That's why
so
physical media is so important.
yeah, so I need to get on that before they ruin the Blu-rays as well. That's one of my favorite shows. So she's saying, released in 2017, Wonder Woman was not only the first female-led superhero film in more than a decade. I
Oh
feel like I wanna
god.
look into that. I don't know if that's true, but well, superhero film, okay, maybe, but not first. It's not like
Wonder
it's
Woman
unheard of.
was not only the first female superhero film. Okay, well, I mean, like, it depends on what you, like, consider as a superhero. 'Cause, like, I guess, like, would Ripley count as a superhero or, like, Sarah Connor? I guess
I would think
not.
so.
I
I
don't
mean,
know.
maybe not, but I guess not superhero, but still, I mean, you look at, like, the Avengers, Black Widow, I mean, she's enhanced, but she doesn't have, like, powers like, Wonder Woman has. Some of these, superheroes don't actually have superpowers.
Mhm.
I mean, I guess that makes sense, but I just feel like it's highlighting it as just she's trying to virtue signal a bit.
I think so.
I do love Margot, but, um,
And,
it
like,
was the fir
yeah, like, somebody else just mentioned Laura Croft. Yeah, like, Laura Croft.
Yeah.
I don't know, like, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know if you count that as a superhero, but, I mean, there's been women-led action movies.
Oh, yeah, plenty, especially in the '80s and '90s. That's before we started the stream, me and Nina were talking a bit about how the '90s there was a lot of diversity and just, like, strong female characters and all that, but people just wanna
Mhm.
pretend like that didn't exist for whatever reason. And we know because we grew up then, like, kids our memories are better when you're a kid, right? So we
Mhm.
soaked up all that stuff, but if any okay, so and looking at the more I look into this, the more I think that they actually might make this, like what people are saying, like woke feminist stuff. Like I just want it to be funny. That's it. I just want it to be like a funny, campy, make fun of itself movie. I'm still gonna go see it, but we'll see. Like she's everything. He's just kind of like, yeah, there you go, Xena.
Xena's
And
great.
we were
I love
talking about that
Xena.
too earlier,
Mhm.
Xena. So if you're
Xena, Buffy, all of this
yeah,
stuff.
Buffy actually she had powers, so she could be marked as a
Yeah.
superhero. She actually
Yeah,
did. She had super
she actually
healing
did
and
have powers, yeah.
yeah. So if you're anything like me, you've been counting down the days until Barbie is released, and thank God we've got less than a month to go. Judging by the snippets we've seen in the trailer through on-brand marketing and on social media, Greta Gerwig's Barbie looks like it'll be a fun explosion of fuchsia pink colored fun. Um, Ryan looks cute there.
I love
And
Ryan
honestly,
Gosling.
I know him. That's like kind of what sold me.
Mhm.
Um, Barbie, I probably will. I should do it with Nikki because I'm probably going to see it with Nikki. So maybe like right out of the theater, we're gonna be like, all right, guys, so this is what happened.
Nice.
Um, and honestly, I wasn't sold on Ryan Gosling. That was like the biggest reason why I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go see this. Whoever wrote, oh, of course, the blue-haired girl who
I
read the
was like,
article.
I'm gonna be completely honest with you, like, I wasn't super sold on Ryan, like, at first. Like, I just thought Ryan was a good casting for Ken, like, afterwards, but Margot is what sold me because I was like, "Margot is literally Barbie." Like, I mean, if
She
you look at
is,
her, you're like, "Yep, that's Barbie. Yep, yep, yep." Like, that's a human Barbie, and usually, like, when I like, that's the problem I've always had with, like, race swaps or sex swaps or whatever in every movie, like, that they do to virtual signal. I'm always like, "Why can't you make it look like the character?" And in this case, like, Margot's literally the real life Barbie in real so, like, it's just such a good casting, and I've always been like, just cast whoever you're gonna cast that looks like the character. It doesn't matter
yeah,
what they are, just cast that because it's not like we don't have black characters and stuff like that.
yeah,
Um,
no, exactly. I'm gonna scroll down. Like, there's there, like
Look
that
at her,
looks.
she's so cute.
She is. I really like Margot, and that was another. Like, I wanted to love Suicide Squad because I thought she did a great job.
I
It's
liked
Harley,
it.
and she really, like, dived into the role too, like, she did a lot of studying, and she used, like, all the comics and just, like, went really hard with the accent and stuff. She used,
Mhm.
oh gosh, what's the actress's name from Goodfellas? That was her, inspiration behind the Harley voice, his wife, in Goodfellas. I totally
Oh, I
forgot her
totally
name.
forgot his name or her name.
Yeah,
I'm
but
I'm
you know
so
who I'm
bad with
talking about.
names, Amanda,
So am
like,
I, so am I.
you're lucky I remember your name. I'm not
Well, thank you. Glad you
I
remember
used
it.
to call, like, okay, you've met Michelle now a few times, like, Force of Light
Yeah,
on
no, that was
Toxic
my first
Them.
time. It was nice meeting her on
Okay.
Toxic Them,
Well, you're
yeah.
gonna meet her, like, several more times now that you're on there.
Mhm.
But so she has a twin sister, like, well, they're not even twins. They're just sisters,
Yeah, yeah,
and
I've seen
they just
them.
look very similar. So I used to call her Natalie all the time. Her sister's name's Natalie, and I'd be
You
like,
called them both Natalie.
I just be like, I'd mix them up. I'd be like,
Oh,
Natalie, like, or Michelle. Oops, like it was like a whole thing. Like it went on for a bit. It's just
that's funny. Yeah,
it was funny.
it's okay. No, not Marissa Tomei. Yeah, Lorraine Bracco. Thank you. Um,
Um,
so I'm looking okay, here it is. I was just looking for the thing. When asked about the importance of the film's audience and messaging at a press conference in Australia, Margot admitted that Barbie wouldn't exist without the incredible success of the first Wonder Woman film. I love how she had to specifically say the first Wonder Woman film because
yeah, we're not talking
other
about the
ones
second one.
we're just gonna forget that even happened.
We're not talking about 1984,
If Wonder Woman hadn't
where
done
Wonder Woman grapes a person. Okay, sorry.
Oh, yeah. Ugh. If Wonder Woman hadn't done what Wonder Woman would have done, I don't know if people would have given us the budget for Barbie. No, they would have, especially with Margot. Look, she really does look so much like Barbie. She like makes you
Yeah,
wanna
she's the real
get
life
get a
Barbie.
get like a pink outfit.
Mhm.
um, I loved the first Wonder Woman, and so that like, we were oh yeah, it was on the other Toxic Femme, the first one I was on. We were talking about who to cast, or was it that one? It wasn't that the last one with
It was a
the one girl who was a model that I suggested. Now I don't know if she can act, but I mean, Gail was a model first, and she didn't really have much acting practice. I forgot her name already, Adriana something, the one
yeah, I
model with
don't
the really
remember.
pretty one. Like she
I
looked the
just
part,
went
but
over this. I'm bad with names.
yeah, she was like,
Remember?
I don't know who you're talking about, but I remember the face. That's it.
Yeah.
I remember when they were trying to come up with comps for this movie Barbie. There's not that many, and it's important to have them.
What's
It
comps?
I don't know. Chat, what is she talking about?
Compensation? I don't know.
Maybe. We're like scratching our head like, help.
What's comps?
It makes a difference on the business side of things to have those comps and have the proof in the pudding that they've made money. Okay, yeah. Okay, so compensation, I guess, that they've made money and done well.
Why
Hopefully
don't
we
you
can
just write
beat
out the fucking
I
word
know.
compensation, BuzzFeed? Like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that dress is cute. She looks so cute
Don't
there,
they get
Margot.
paid by the letter? Like, I'm so confused.
I thought so too. But
Comparable, says Robert Larry. Really? Either
comparable?
way, it's like if you're getting paid by the letter, like why are you abbreviating? That's what
Yeah.
pissed me off about this article the most. It's like,
Okay, comps are comparable films used in a pitch, industry terms, Christopher says. Thank you. Okay.
oh, okay. All right.
Okay.
I forgive her
S
then.
so what Margot is ultimately saying is that Patty paved the way for other female directors to take charge and make their mark on the industry. I think that's a bit of butt kissing, but okay,
Is this
Margot.
chick trying to get in like a Patty movie or something? Like, what is going on?
She probably would have been better as Cheetah than what's her name?
Oh, damn.
Kate.
That was bad.
Yeah, I think Margot would have been a decent choice maybe? I don't know.
Mm.
She's like this and this next article, guys, I'm not taking it seriously. I just thought it was freaking hilarious, by the way, chat. I don't know. I really hope that the movie isn't like woke and ridiculous, but I saw when I was looking at Barbie articles, this came up and I was like, it made me giggle. So I'm like, maybe you guys will get a giggle out of it. And the picture that they used too.
They really want to make it so that it's woke. I don't know why.
Yeah, that's why I'm hoping they're gonna be wrong. I really hope so. I'm sure there's gonna be some stuff sprinkled in there, but movies have been like that for there's always stuff sprinkled in movies like that trying to push some kind of agenda. It's just that in the recent, like, I don't know, 10, 15 years, it's been way too heavy
Mhm.
and they're pushing too much social politics and it takes away from the entertainment. So just hopefully that doesn't happen. But okay, this article was published like a month ago by someone named Matt McGloin. That's a name. I feel like you say
McGloin?
McLoin.
Oh, McGloin? Oh my god.
That's a
Speaking of funny
name.
names,
I know,
wow.
damn. He probably got terrorized in school. Oh, before I forget,
McGloin,
I
that's
before I
funny.
hop into this, I missed some super chats, guys. My bad. I'm not good at this, so I'll forget that people be like, "Wow, f you, wicked." I'm sorry. Hold on. Mark of Reality, another two. Thank you, Mary Marvel from Shazam predates Wonder Woman 2. Oh, World War 2. Sorry, we're talking about Wonder
I'm
Woman.
like, "What?"
I mean, I guess
Yeah.
it does. Okay. Ian so forth for 50 pounds. Thank you, fancy Ian. Didn't know it was you that said it right. The fancy money.
Mhm. Fancy
um,
mini.
the only joke necessary in the Barbie movie is Ken's anatomically insufficiency. Wow, I can't talk. Insufficiency to consummate. Yeah, she talks that. I think it's coming up in this article. She actually talks about that, Margot, in an interview. I think. Maybe it's not this one, but I saw something that had that where she's talking about how she doesn't have
Excuse me, I'm sorry.
bless you.
Okay.
Jonathan Hurst for $1.99. Thank you. Nina, the drunk Anna RRR video posted. Oh God, I'm gonna have to check that out.
Oh my god, it's
Yeah, I
amazing.
haven't really been on today. You know what, America? Stop it. It's been a busy day. Okay. Okay, so woke Margot Robbie movie Barbie. m- Woke Margot Robbie Barbie movie hates men. Sorry, I just think it's funny. The title and her face. This guy really doesn't like this. The men in the movie are all made out to look like bad guys. He got that just from what, 2 trailers?
Like a yeah, trailer and
They're
a
just terrible
teaser.
movies. Yeah, we were talking about Wonder Woman too much.
Yeah.
Well, you knew this was coming as the release of the main trailer for Margot Robbie's Barbie movie flick. The flick is woke as hell. Warner Brothers
Where are you
Pictures released.
getting the
That's what
I
I don't.
cannot.
The things that he points out, I read half of the article, and the stuff that he points out is kind of like, you're stretching a bit. If you end up being right, then okay, I'll admit that you were right. But
If this dude says, "Oh, Barbie Land has a black president," I'm gonna fucking lose my mind.
he might. Let's go. So they released a new trailer which offers the plot for the first time. The flick sees Margot Robbie as Barbie making her way from her perfect Barbie land world to the real world where the footage is all about how bad men are. I didn't get that.
I didn't get that.
No, but I try to enjoy stuff. I'm not like a negative Nancy about everything, even though there is a lot of terrible stuff out. Robbie's Barbie learns from Kate McKinnon's own version of Barbie that she'll need to travel to the real world to know the truth about the universe. Well, guess what? The truth is, yep, men are bad. I mean,
Oh
if they push
god.
this, I won't be surprised, but I didn't get that from one trailer. There's been plenty of movies trailers that have come out, and then the movie is just like takes a right turn on your left turn, whatever. And you're like, okay, so it wasn't what I thought it was gonna be. So
Mhm.
then that's what I'm hoping with this. I really think that it's gonna be just make fun of itself. That's what I think.
That's what I think too. I mean, I think it's just gonna be a fun movie, but we'll see.
Barbie is sexually harassed by a man. Okay. Seconds into entering the real world, Barbie gets slapped in the ass and immediately punches the man in the face. We have to assume she's roller skating at a beach in California where they filmed the movie. So, do men go around slapping women in the ass in Cali all the time? Maybe. I don't know. He says, I don't know. I don't live there. I've been there and I've never seen it. If you love Barbie, this movie is for you,
I've
the
seen it
trailer
happen.
says.
I've lived there too, and I've seen it happen.
White women are the bad guys. From there, Will Ferrell, who plays the CEO of Mattel, or is it David Zaslav? Who's that?
Zaslav. That's the CEO
Zaslav?
of Warner Bros.
Ah, okay. Is revealed to be the bad guy of the movie as he wants to put Barbie back in her box where she belongs, and he is shown with a bunch of white dude corporate stooges. Okay, that I can
Yeah,
agree
and
with.
by the
It seems,
way, the CEO of Mattel was, like, incredibly involved in making this movie. So he he knew exactly what was going on and how he was being portrayed. And some of the stuff he told them, like, "You can't do." And some of the stuff he was like, "Yeah, that's fine." Even though like, Margot said it herself in one of the interviews that, that, they were like, "Oh my god, we can't do this, like, can we?" Like, that they're not like, "Mattel's not gonna let us do this." And then the CEO was like, "Yeah, that's fine." And they were like,
yeah,
"Oh, okay."
that's like a first. Usually it's like we're pushing everything we want and you have no
Mhm.
say. So Margot is also shown getting arrested by cops with the one cop laughing and smiling as Margot rolls her eyes. If you hate Barbie, this movie's for you, says the trailer. Now that scene could be like if he knows, because we don't know. I think they know. Maybe do people know that this is like actually Barbie walking around? Because he could be all
I
giggly like this is Barb.
don't
We don't
know.
know. They didn't really clarify that in the
Maybe they were
trailer.
like, "Oh, it's just because they kinda look like Ken and Barbie, right?" So, it's like it just
Yeah,
looks like a bunch of people that are dressed up as Ken and Barbie, like, cosplaying Ken and Barbie, basically, like, without, like, it's not Halloween, so people are like, "Oh, look, it's Ken and Barbie, let's go take pictures," or like, "Oh, look," like, because that's kind of like the natural reaction of people you cosplay, you know.
yeah. So yeah, cosplaying's
Mhm.
big, and yeah. So it could be. And he could
Like,
have
it
been giggling
happened to
like, "Why is
me.
she dressed like Barbie?"
Yeah, it happened to me, like, when I dressed up as Laura Croft, like, I
Mhm.
went to, like, a place here to take photos. It was, like, next to the ocean, and, like, all these Mexican families were, like, staring at me, and, like, a few of them approached me and were like, "Can we take pictures with you?" And I was like, "Sure." Like, it was just, like, one of those it's just one of those things people like characters, and they're like, "Oh my god, like, that person." So, I don't know, like, in this movie, I felt like that's what it was kind of portraying in that scene, like, "Oh my god, look at these guys dressed like
Yeah,
Hannah
probably.
Barbie," like
Yeah, if you actually because he's diving into it, but it's like, why don't you dive into it a bit more? Because, like, she's walking around with a cow hat on, like a
wait, now,
cowboy,
like,
like
see, now I wanna go back to that scene,
Oh,
and
I thought that was
see,
cow print, never mind. But yeah, look at the way she's dressed.
like, I wanna
Like
see
Barbie, but
how many, like, women are in that scene.
yeah, Tara, I
Barbie,
remember hearing that, now it would have failed terribly if they would have cast Amy Schumer, no way, there's nothing
no.
about her that screams Barbie, and
But she's, like,
it
trying to railroad the thing now, so she's all like, "Barbie looks like it is gonna be feminist," even though I quit the movie because it wasn't feminist enough, like, I was just like, "Oh
yeah,
my
yeah.
god."
Are you sure you quit, or did they just not they changed their mind because they wanted someone that actually looked like Barbie? I
Right.
don't
Okay,
know.
I'm rewatching this scene. So there is definitely some girls, the people who are yeah, no, okay, okay, hold on. So this guy's cherry picking. 'Cause okay, look at this scene in the thing, right? So this is the asshole guy, but, like, the scene before, look,
Yeah,
this
they're
chick's
all like,
looking
"Look at
over.
them."
Look
It
at
doesn't
that, like, and they're all like they're kind of all like, "What the fuck?" Like, 'cause and they're all people, like, they're all girls, and I mean, this dude is just an asshole. Now we don't know
yeah.
what the scene that happened before that
Right.
either. Like, we have no idea what happened before that he would come and do this because usually regular people don't do that kinda thing unless
Yeah,
they're, like, on
no.
drugs or something, which is
Listen,
possible
there
because this
are
is California.
Yeah, there are. So I grew up in New York State, right? And I had one time me and my friend were out, and this guy walked up to her and just grabbed like a handful, and we turned around and bugged out on him, and he looked confused, like he was allowed, like he thought he was probably very intoxicated, but it happens because there are assholes like that out there.
Mhm.
And I'm sure California, yeah. I
I
mean,
mean, dude, talk to Brittany Venti, like, because she used to live in New York and she, like, moved out
New
of
York
there and she
City,
yeah, and she,
yeah, it's even worse. I wasn't
constantly
in the
talks
city, but
about, like, vicious catcalling
oh, yeah. Have you ever seen
and
there's a video of this lady who had like someone following behind her, like with the phone, but you couldn't tell, like recording, and it was in New York City, and it was like real bad. Things that people were
no,
yelling at her
I
and like,
didn't see
wow,
it. I didn't see it, but I mean, like, I
you
believe
believe
Venti,
it.
like, why would
Yeah.
she lie, you know? And she's like, she said, like, she wouldn't even go out at certain times, and, like, you have to dress
Yeah.
modestly in New York because like, you do get caught catcalled, and not just catcalled, you get, like, harassed, like, touched,
Mhm. I've
you
only
know?
been to New York City once, but it was just for visiting. I lived like 8 hours away. I was in New York State, upstate, but, yeah, I when I went, I had a good time, like, I did the tourist thing, but after, like, the sun started going down, I was like, "Back to the hotel." Like, I don't wanna be out, I'm not trying to get mugged, like, you
Mhm.
hear so many stories, like, it's so common that it's really terrible, but
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. And it's
uh,
like that, I
it's
think, in every big city, like,
oh,
like, outlaw too, like, I agree, like, in SoCal, like, I mean, it's rarely ever happened, but I have seen it. Usually, it's, like, friendly, like, people know each other, but, like or it's a very drunk person, like, very intoxicated.
yes, and speaking of Chris Cola, that's when I was saying that everyone calls
There
you
he is.
koala, there he is, because we were talking about
That's the
koalas
dude.
earlier. That's him. He's like, "I don't even like koalas, but I should change," yeah, but
That's
and,
funny.
Ryan Gosling's kind of misogynistic. Now, the scene that they're talking about here, I don't think it's him being misogynistic. I think if anything, they're portraying him as an airhead, like a beach skater, or not skater, like a surfer dude airhead, like because Ken is
Yeah,
just like he just wants to party and
he's a bimbo.
yeah, bimbo, a male bimbo, if anything. I wouldn't say
He
misogynistic.
freaking like, Mimbos exist. Like, it's like that's, like, the other
Mimbos. I never
thing.
heard that term. I like that.
That's,
Mimbos.
that's from Seinfeld. He coined it first.
Okay. Well, I never heard
Yeah,
it before.
it's like
Foot
it's a
pictures.
Seinfeld when Elaine was going out with this dude and he was a bimbo, male
Okay.
bimbo. And he's like, basically though, like, it's just funny to me because a lot of people, like, wanna see, like, all these things in movies being, like, men portrayed as bad, but honestly, like, in some movies like this, it's just like, there are such people as male bimbos, like, there are bimbos, like, they do exist, so, like, it's not all men, but, like, it does happen, just
They
like
exist. Like,
bimbos exist, like,
exactly.
women bimbos exist, and she is one of them because she's Barbie at first, like, you're like, "Oh my god, like, I care about my looks and I'm shallow," like, all that
Yeah.
stuff.
But she's obvi like, I mean, they're showing that she's in a world that's just she didn't grow up in the real world. She's a Barbie. She grew up in Toyland or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Oh yeah, this was the article that they were talking about. Someone mentioned this, that Barbie doesn't have reproductive organs. Also worth a mention is that in a recent interview, woke Margot Robbie. Sorry, she's not, but she's very mild. Like maybe she'll say some stuff I don't fully agree with, but I'm not someone that jumps down someone's
Yeah.
throat if we disagree on like a couple
Like,
of things.
one of the things I disagreed with Margot before, but I mean, obviously, that's just a personal choice about her, was when she complained about, Harley Quinn's outfit, and she was like, "I was like, it was too
Oh,
sexualized, and I didn't wanna wear those shorts again, and that's why, like, in the new one,
the
they made her,
ugly,
like, fucking
terrible
ugly."
outfits. Oh,
Yeah.
I hated that. So and
So
it was a Blondie wore that. It was, like, paying homage to Blondie. I don't know if you look up
mhm.
Blondie in the '80s, like, the Harley outfit, that's she wore that, and that's what they took inspiration from. And I get it, maybe she didn't want her butt cheeks hanging out, okay, but the Birds of Prey Harley, those outfits were just ugly.
Yeah,
And
but,
I
like,
know it ugh.
my argument to that is like, "Girl, you literally went naked." Like, that's how she got famous.
Oh,
She got
yeah, and
famous,
Wolf of Wall
she was in
Street.
Wolf yeah, she was
Yeah.
naked in Wolf of Wall Street. So now it's like, "Oh, now that you're, like, famous and that now that you've made it, you're like, I don't wanna, like, have my ass hanging out." It's just like, "Come on." Like, you're doing it for a part. It's not like you're getting pa it's not like you're getting
Exactly, that's true.
paid,
I didn't
like, you
think about
know?
that. So, yeah, so she's definitely way more covered up in, Suicide Squad than she was in Wolf of Wall Street. But the thing is, if I understand, okay, you wanna cover her up, you're taking her away from the male gaze, she's not dressing for Mr. J anymore. I get that, but why make them so ugly? There was not one outfit
Mhm.
that I liked. She had pajamas that were kinda cute. She was, like, sitting there crying, eating ice cream, but that was it. I would never
She
get
coulda,
them.
like, literally they coulda literally put her in, like, her actual gesture outfit, which is, like, a
Yeah.
fucking, onesie, like, a
Iconic.
onesie iconic piece, and there you go, like, you're not sexualized anymore, but you're also making fans happy because 'cause they'll be like, "Oh my god, it's Margot in, like, the classic fucking
Yeah, when they
outfit."
showed people in the theater freaked out when they showed the little clip in Suicide Squad of her and Mr. J dancing for a second,
Mhm.
and she's dressed like that, and he's, like, in his, like, fancy, like, whatever suit.
I
People
never saw
freaked
that
out.
movie.
What, Suicide Squad, the
No, the
original?
other one.
Was
Birds of
that it?
Prey. I never saw Birds of
Oh, I
Prey.
did, it wasn't good, it's not worth it. I suffered through it, but the one thing that I did appreciate about the 2nd Suicide Squad movie, I know people hated it, but at least James Gunn had her, dressed in black and red, like her signature
Yeah.
colors, and the outfits weren't
Mhm.
bad. I actually really liked the red dress that they had her in.
I did too, I really like that. I love that scene when she, like, explodes with the flowers and stuff. That
Yes,
was really cool.
yeah, Americus, the animated series one. Yeah, there was literally only one little scene of her in the first Suicide Squad where she was like they were just kinda going over the history, like, before she jumps in the vat of acid, and they show
Mhm.
her and Mr. J dancing for, like, a second, and she's in the jester outfit. That
Yeah.
might have been a deleted scene, but I don't think it was. I'm not sure, but she even had said that her and Jared made magic, and they could have done just like a movie of just them, and I'm like, I would have liked to see that because it probably would have been
Aw.
better than what we got. Mad Love movie. That people wanted a Mad Love movie with them, and it's not gonna happen. I got Rumble rated, really? Oh my gosh,
Oh,
hold on.
nice.
Was it who rated me? Thank you so much. What? Flood. Ah, thank you, Flood.
Aw,
What's
Floyd,
up,
yay.
Flood? I love Flood. He's awesome.
Flood's
How are you
awesome.
doing? Thank you so much for the Rumble raid. We got 34 people over here. We got some Rumble rants. Hold on, let me catch up to this. Thank you so much. A dollar from Malay Games. Thank you so much. Grifty Rumble Raid with Rumble Wade. Rumble Raid. I'm turning into Elmer Fudd. Rumble Raid with Flodzilla for $1. Thank you so much. And Rio Rat with a bunch of emotes. Thank you so much. Thanks, Flawed. The
Thank you,
CEO is in
Flood.
here of Rumble. Chris Rumble's in what first rant of love? Chris Rumble's in my chat. $50 Rumble rant. Thank you so much. Holy moly.
That's
Um
pretty amazing.
that's
Hello.
pretty crazy. Hello. This is Nina too. Say hi to Nina. Oh, Nina is the best. She's getting love in the chat over there. Thank you so much. And thanks for letting me know in StreamYards. The CEO is in here with you. Flawed, thank you. And Chris Rumble gave $100 Rumble rant, second rant of love. Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Chris Rumble.
That's
I don't know what to
incredible.
say. That's crazy. It's incredible. Thank you for the love, guys. Holy moly. And we got 56 people over there, 57. And he's got a third one. Thank you, Chris Rumble, for the $50 Rumble rant. Third rant of love. Wow. Well, I'm glad
Wow, that's
you
awesome.
do the running man. Well, it's just He's just telling me what to do. Speech, speech, speech. Thank you so much. And then Chris Rumble with another $100 Rumble grant. Oh my goodness.
Are
Fourth
you
grant
like
of
Wicked
love.
Virtue on there too?
Yeah, it's here.
I'm trying to
Let me
find
put it.
it.
I put it. Go on to the tweet. I have it on the
Okay,
tweet.
yes, it's on your
Yeah,
tweet
thank you.
thing.
She's like, I need to get in there. You need to get in
I know, I
there.
was like, I need to, like, watch the Rumble one, though.
Thank you so much. I'm feeling I love listen. I have only been on Rumble for a short period of time and I love it over here. I appreciate everything. Get hype. I don't know what to do. I'm kind of speechless. You guys America said, am I a mod in here? I don't know. Are you here, Americas? I can't do it. Oops, now it went away. I'm speechless. I don't have a great speech prepared for this, but thank you for the fifth rant of love, Chris Rumble. Another 100. That is insane. I
Chris
don't even
Rumble,
know what to say.
give her a check mark. She needs
Yeah,
the
right.
check
I'm
mark.
really me, and I love Rumble. I'm here. I'm for real. Like I'm Wicked Virtue. I I'm me.
They
Thank
just
you,
gave me my
Flawed.
check mark, and I was like,
Flawd
"That was
wants me to
me."
freestyle. If I freestyle, the viewership will drop so quick.
Oh
That's
my
not a good.
god. You got another one. He's giving you a
Oh,
sixth one.
sixth rant of love, Chris Rumble. Thank you. Why I don't know why I'm getting all this love, but thank you. And Flawed, you are the goat for that, for rating me. I can't believe that you picked little old me out of probably so many friends that you have over here on Rumble. And
That
I'm
is
glad that Nina was here
incredible.
for this.
Yeah, that's incredible.
Thanks.
I love it.
I and I love that this is all happening with Margot Robbie's foot in the air.
I know.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
She did
500
all
so
her
far.
own feet
Jeez.
shot, you guys. She did all her own feet
Sh-
shots.
She did. Yeah, we watched an interview on that because people were very
Mhm.
intrigued in that. And thank you, Long Meadow, for the $3. This is for Nina. Oh, thank you. Yes, Nina needs some
Oh,
love too.
thank you.
Don't be lame. Nina is a real one. She would twerk. Seventh rant of love plus a green check mark. Are you serious?
Yes.
Chris Rumble. Seventh rant of love plus a green check mark and a $200 Rumble rant. Thank you. We're blowing kisses. I don't hold on. Listen, I got something for you. Give me a second. I got something. I got to go over to the StreamYard side of things. What should we give him? We need something awesome.
Ooh,
Here
I
we
don't
go. Here we go. This is for the king over there on Rumble, Chris Rumble.
Sure, I could have stayed in the past. Could have even been king. But in my own way, I am king. Hail to the king, baby.
There you go.
Woo!
I think that's one of the best ones I got. I appreciate the love so much. I don't even know what to say. Everyone's telling me to twerk.
Oh my god. Chris Rumble, you need to stop by my show tomorrow at 2 Eastern.
Yes.
Because I'm gonna be
Listen,
doing Infinite Hope.
do you
And
have
that
where are you?
is-
Do you have your give me your Rumble link in the private chat? Because I don't know if so I can put it in there so that Nina can get some love too. I appreciate it. Thank you. Everyone over here,
I
Gigi
want love.
Luca. I want love. Chris Cola. I almost said koala. Stream on the 5th, Nina, is what Flawed is saying. Big ups, Mr. Rumble. Thank you. I hope you liked my Hail to the King. Because I probably should add some better little clips, but okay, here, everyone. I'm not sure if I don't even know if I have mods over on Rumble. Guys, behave over there. Here is Nina, guys. Show her some love as well. She is you actually have oh, there's a next raid. Okay. Thank you, Chris Rumble. And there's Nina, guys, her Rumble. You do an exclusive one. Is Wednesdays? Wait, which day do you do exclusively on Rumble?
I don't do exclusively. I sometimes do exclusively when I have like we're getting too spicy on YouTube. We switch to Rumble after like, an hour of going on YouTube. Because we want to be able to actually talk like adults and like say what we want to say.
That's
So
why we
usually
appreciate
that's what I
Rumble.
do. Unfortunately, last night's stream had to be taken down altogether because things were said and shown that weren't supposed to be shown. So I had to take that one down. But otherwise, usually, yes, Wednesday nights. And then, of course, My Infinite Hope show is Fridays, 2 p.m. Eastern, which I love. And that's the one that I want everyone to get onto that show because I feel like we all need more positivity in this world. We can't like it can't all be bad. It can't all be bad. So that's why I'm focusing on that main show.
Yes. I have stuff over here on Rumble that isn't on YouTube anymore for the same reasons. I'm pretty mild too, but yeah, it unfortunately happens. Thank you guys so much for the love. I'm sorry I didn't have some amazing speech prepared. I was not ready for this, and thank you to whoever let me know because I have to go back and forth between the tabs.
Mhm.
Love Nina. Her show with Anna was wild last night. I missed it. I was supposed to be there, and I missed all the fun, all the
I know. I invited
shenanigans.
her. She was like, I
She
can't
did.
make it.
She's like, oh, you know what? Never. No, I'm just kidding. I have to make it. I love going on shows with Nina. She's great. Shout out to Anna for. I think that's why we connected because of Anna.
Yep, definitely.
I'm really upset that I missed drunk Anna complimenting Cecil.
Oh my God, you missed a lot, girl.
Well, when you have it edited and up, I need to check it again. Now I have to go back
Definitely.
over to StreamYards here. If I missed anything, guys, sorry. I see a super chat over here. Matt G for $1. Thank you. Was it a sticker or just $1?
He usually
Matt
just
G,
sends a
hello.
dollar, for your G string.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go, guys. Thank you so much again. I can't believe I love how Fly was yelling. It's like the CEO's in here. Like, oh my God. Thank you. He dropped
I
like
can't believe that is
$700
wild. I can't believe the CEO of Rumble just dropped by your chat. That is
and
so
gave me a
cool.
green check mark. This is my first check mark.
I know. Like he gave me one on Twitter and I was because I asked one on Twitter and he was just like, okay, here you go.
Here you go. Thank you. And there's 120 people watching. Wow. Thank you.
So
I got a
cool.
check mark on Rumble. Should we take a picture?
Yeah,
Take a
of
picture of it.
course.
Thank you, Chris Rumble.
Absolutely.
Here, hold on. I think it's behind a little bit. We got to smile for the picture, me and Nina. I don't know if it's going to pop up in time. Hold on. It's delayed over there. Hold on, guys. Oh, it's still not showing up. We're just going to be smiling.
I'm waiting in this pose.
Hold on. Hold on. Should I do the pose too? Give me a second. It's delayed.
God damn it.
Sorry,
I
Nina.
want to kill myself.
You gave Nina a follow. Gigi Luca, thank you.
This is the funniest thing
There we
I've ever
go.
seen. Oh my God.
I look kind of dumb. Nina
You
looks
probably
cuter.
took the screenshot when I was talking.
No. You look cute. Don't worry. I'm like. Thank you so much. I don't think I've ever had this many people watching on Rumble either.
That's really cool,
wow.
man. That's really cool.
Thank you so much. Flawed, when the hell are you going to come on my channel? You better get your butt on here soon now. Okay.
Dude, I had an amazing show with Flawed. And actually, that was one of the shows we switched over to Rumble because it got like way too spicy. And we were talking about like things that YouTube did not want us to talk about, which I won't even say what we were talking about. But basically, we were talking about people like Ellen Page. So we went over there and
oh yeah, and on Rumble you can say stuff like that because free speech is a thing over there, and
yeah,
it's important. Is she Canadian?
Me, yes.
700. Hi, Lulu. Lulu, I'm glad you're here for this. Did you see what happened? I just got a check mark over here.
Amazing. Yeah, the show with Flawed, we found out this like Canadian dude was like promoting like this Jack Murphy style. I don't know if you know who Jack Murphy is, but he was like promoting
heard
this
of
like
him.
Jack Murphy style like men's like group like that was like a cult and they're like they stick their asses and their balls into the air for sunlight and like I don't know, they get fed from the sun
Oh my
with
God.
their balls and then they jack off. They jack off together in a group.
What the heck?
It was like a whole fucking thing.
For the gift membership. But no, so I don't even know if Flawed is still in here. He was one of the people I wanted to reach out to, but I had a great show with him on Camelot stream. It was random. That was my first time I met him. We had so much fun. We did fight milk together. So I feel like that bonded us. When you drink liquor and raw eggs with milk.
I can't believe you did it.
I've done it 4 times, Nina.
I didn't do it. I was like, I'm not.
She's like, hell no.
That's disgusting. Like, I barely drink, let alone like fucking drink with like raw eggs. Like, ugh, no, ew. Nick did it for me though. He's champ.
Yeah, he hops on there. I mean, I don't know if Nick's seen it, but because he wasn't on like the stream, but I was like, I'm coming for your title. I'm catching up to him. I don't know. He's probably done it like at least 10 times. So I
He's
mean, I'm
done
not
it a
quite
lot.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny though. Wait, do you
Tweak is
take
officially
your
fixed.
top off too?
No, I don't do. I think
Oh,
he said Zia's the only one that's done Naked Snake with him.
okay.
I will not do Naked Snake, but I will do
Just
Fight
fight
Milk.
milk.
He's
Okay.
listen,
That's
Cody's
fair.
boobs are his boobs are big enough. He doesn't need anyone else
That's
to do
true.
it. Have
That's
you
true.
seen X-Ray Girl's reaction to hit
To
when she
what?
was to Naked Snake?
No, I don't know if I have. Maybe. I don't remember.
Oh no, I should see if I could find it. It is hilarious. She's like, she doesn't want to look. She's like, I'm too married for this. And I'm like, you need that to put that on a shirt. I'm too married for this.
No, I didn't. I don't remember seeing that. That sounds funny.
She's been on twice so far. And when I had her on, well, hold on. You know what? I'll look for it here. Well, listen, this guy's nuts. That's
Yeah,
it.
fuck
That's
this dude.
weird. We got two weirdos. We got the blue-haired chick and then this guy like freaking out.
Mhm.
Like, go
Look,
like
just
take
watch
a
the freaking movie and decide. Like, if it's woke, I will be the first one to tell you guys it was trash. It was woke. Don't watch it.
yeah,
But
I
until then,
definitely
I'm watching it, and it's
yeah,
gonna be fun. So,
I definitely like I'm pretty sure me and Nikki are gonna go see it together. Whether or not I'm gonna review it. But I think it would be hilarious for us to review it coming out of the theater. Uh but let me see if I can find this real quick, guys. Sorry. This has been a crazy stream. Thank you so
Slagla
much,
said, Nina,
Bud.
why did you kill Anna last night? Look, she asked me to. When a friend asks you to do it, you have to do it. It's true. Also, I'm
Um,
Canadian. I assist in suicides all the time. Oh shit. I shouldn't have said that. I'm sorry.
oh, you're fine. I didn't even hear you. So maybe YouTube didn't. Okay, I found it. Let me
In Minecraft. In Minecraft.
in Minecraft. Okay, this is where did it go? I just had it. Because I pulled up X-Ray Girl's reaction to Naked Snake on when the first time I had her on my stream. Here it is. Let me unmute it actually. Nina needs to enjoy this because I know she loves X-Ray too. She's so sweet and she's hilarious.
America says you're Canadian. I'm so sorry. Oh, that's okay. That's what we used to say about you guys, you Americans.
Didn't okay. I need to get the drum thing.
I'm
Okay.
I'm a snow Mexican now though, because I live in Mexico. So
All right, here it is. This is us. Me and Nina are gonna react to me and X-Ray Girl reacting to this.
If
Go a
you
little
were
more, hold
attracted
on.
to God,
Sorry. Sorry.
It's time.
Oh God, here we go.
I'm too married for this.
Ah.
oh my god.
Rambo.
She didn't want to look. Her reaction was the cutest.
Wait, what is she looking at exactly?
Loss has been a big
Shirt off.
part of
Gonna
this.
buy it right now.
Penitent tangent.
Oh.
Sure, we won't.
That's
And
too
also, her
big.
husband was
Content
watching
here.
us react
We just
to
have to
it.
see
I
this
just
part.
want this part when it
I don't
happens.
go to strip clubs to see the strip.
I don't go to strip clubs to see the strippers. Yeah, she
Oh
said
my
she talks. She
God.
pulls the strippers aside and
I
talks
had
to
no
them about like
idea.
their. She talks to them about like their hope is in dreams and like that. You would. She doesn't watch strippers. She says like, so what are you doing with your life?
Oh my god.
She's so scared. Even now she can't either when we were reacting. There, I skipped it.
I'm not watching.
Tell me when it's over. He's just smiling.
Dude, she's like this. She's like, I'm not
I'm
watching.
gonna look
I'm
a little.
not watching.
This is so funny.
She was 100% watching. She was doing the I'm not watching you guys.
I'm just gonna peek. I know I shouldn't watch, but it's okay. You
No,
can watch.
I'm not doing it. Yeah, right, X-Ray girl.
You know, you were like, there was the
Tisk
one time
tisk.
me and you were in this chat, and he was like, "This is for you, Nina." I'm wicked. I remember that. Oh, Cody is a wild one, but we love him. Entire screen. Oh yeah, I wanted to share this real quick. So Microsoft made a Barbie themed Xbox Series X, Xbox Barbie dolls and Barbie cars for Forza. I did not know this for Forza Horizon 5. I probably said that wrong. Sorry.
I think you said it right.
Yeah, when I was like,
Oh my god, that's
young,
pretty
I would've-
freaking cool though. Go wait,
It
scroll back
is.
up. Scroll
Yeah.
back. That's freaking dope.
It is. I would have loved to have that
Oof,
back in
that's
the
cool.
day.
That's so cool. Me too. Yeah.
I never had Xbox. I was never an Xbox girl. I
Me
did
either.
PlayStation and
Well, I was a
Nintendo.
PC girl. I was a PC girl and well, Nintendo of course, but PC
yeah.
girl.
I didn't get into PCs
Oh.
until like 2016. I built my first PC. 'Cause I have friends
Ooh.
that can build them, and they're, like, real I actually do physically build it myself, but they would help me so that I don't break anything and tell me where stuff
Sure.
goes. It's actually a little more it's more simple than you'd think, but you just gotta make sure you get the
It's
right
like a big
parts.
puzzle.
Yeah, I just built a monster one, like, a few probably, like, 5 months ago at this point because I needed to. Like, that's the one thing when you build them, you gotta like, every, like, 10 years or so, you gotta kinda update it. But yeah, it's what is this? Okay, but yeah, that's cute. I just wanted to pop that up. Shout out to Roto for sending me that one. I think we're almost done with all the Barbie stuff. I know Nina already seen this, but in case anyone didn't see this, yeah, America, you're right. It's ridiculously easy, but because I'm not like super tech savvy, I need my tech savvy friends to tell me
My
what to
husband builds
get.
them all the time.
Yeah, so it is easy.
One
You just look
time
up a video on how to do it or
One
watch
time
Henry
he,
Cavill.
like, was building my PC though, and, like, one part wouldn't fit, so he had to, like, grab, like, this I don't know, it was like a fucking what's it called? Like, pliers, and he had to, like, ply the case to, like, widen it so that the card fit in there properly. It was, like, this whole thing, and, like, he, like, slipped, and it like, his hand, like, went, like, crazy, and then, it cut him, and, like, he was, like, bleeding all over the place, and I was like, "Don't
Wow.
bleed all over my freaking motherboard."
She's like, how dare you?
Yeah, and I was like such a bitch about it, 'cause I was like, "Don't get blood all over my computer," and he's like, "Dude, I'm bleeding over here."
Can I get a Band-Aid,
Yeah.
please?
I'm like, "Are you okay?"
Gigi Luca on Rumble said, "I heard Indiana Jones is dog shit." Yeah.
Yeah. We kinda thought that that was gonna be the case, though. Unlike
What's up,
Barbie.
Gravy? Gravy, I don't believe you. I bought Barbie for Ness a few days ago. Actually, I do believe you. Hold on. You probably did. Is it fun? Are you having fun with it, Gravy?
Oh my gosh.
So we talked about this on Toxic Femme, so I know clearly, like, and I'm sure Nina's talked about it in other streams too, but I thought I would show this to you
It's
guys.
still pretty freaking cool.
It is, and it looks like you think that they're taking a picture of like a little girl's Barbie dream house.
Yeah, you
But
do.
this is an actual house, and I think this was so smart for them to do because people with like I'm not going to California to I don't want to go to California. So I'm not going to go to California to stay here, but this would be ideal for like bachelorette parties and stuff.
Yeah,
For,
birthdays,
for
bachelorettes,
this is
anything
gonna
that's, like especially girlfriend stuff.
yes. I think it's adorable. Like it looks like it doesn't look real. So they
I
did a really
know,
great
it's
job
so
with it.
wild.
It
Yeah.
is. And I wonder if they have clothes that you can wear. Like if you and your girlfriends want to like cosplay or whatever and you put on
That's
like a
cool, yeah, I
they
wonder.
should. If you guys are watching, put some dresses in there, all different sizes. Come on.
Mhm,
I love
mhm.
how there's just a full horse in there too, the Barbie horse.
It's the
That's
Barbie horse, I love it.
yeah. Beefy body brine. I didn't catch that before when we looked at
Oh,
these
that's
pictures.
funny, yeah.
That's yeah, this is Ken over, but I didn't notice that before either. This is this little grill
Oh, this
area.
is Ken's area, that's funny.
Yeah. This is oh look at there's a little so if you wanted to bring kids, like if you wanted to make this like a family thing, there's a cute little
Oh, it's like a
sandbox
family
there.
thing,
And
yeah.
that's cute. Dude rock.
Oh my
I
god, I
seen
love this.
so I don't know why, but sometimes I can't sleep. I'll watch like unboxings. Nina probably does too sometimes, like of people unboxing like advent calendars or like subscription boxes.
I watch a lot of Anna stuff because she gets, like, crazy stuff, like, from Russell Hall, who apparently sent her a freaking butt plug yesterday.
Oh, she's like, I look at the weird stuff. But this one girl, she opened it was like a Paris Hilton curated box, and there was this cute little Bluetooth speaker that was a record player. And
Ooh,
that's cute. Like it doesn't
that is
actually play
cute.
a record, but it's just like a tiny little
I've
Bluetooth
seen them.
speaker.
I've
Yeah,
seen them.
she looked
They're
them
really
up and
cute.
they're on Amazon. I'm like, I kind of want to get one just because I like the retro aesthetic.
I've seen it, it's really cute.
Yeah, it's cute. And this is adorable. So yeah, all right.
I
I
love it.
think
I love Barbie. Yeah,
yes.
he sent her butt plug. And she said it was wet.
You have ew. I happen to have the Barbie IGO Genie in a box. How about that Barbie
Oh,
cosplay?
that's cool.
Since Anna did it, everyone's like, so when are you gonna do a Barbie cosplay? I'm like, I don't know. Every
I
time
did
Anna does one, like something like when she does like a Mortal Kombat, they're like, "When are you gonna do Katana now?" She did Jade, and I'm like, "I don't know,
I know.
maybe."
People ask me that too.
I'm sure.
I did I Dream of Jeannie for a
You
Halloween once.
did? Let's see. I
Mhm.
met her, Barbara Eden.
You did? That's
She's
cool.
she's a sweetheart. I actually used to work conventions, in my hometown before I moved. I would go it's actually not that small. It was in Buffalo, so it's not as big as the New York City Comic Con, but some big names would go there. Like, they had the cast of Sopranos there, William Shatner's been there. Yeah,
Oh.
they've had some big people, and she was adorable. I mean, she's like, gosh, how old is she now?
Aw.
Like 80. And I asked
Mhm.
her a question, and she couldn't hear me. She's like, "What was that, honey?" And I'm like, and I had to, like, yell into the mic. I asked her what her favorite episode to record was, and she said, the pilot that they used a real lion, but I mean, obviously they sedated it, but it loved her. It didn't like her co-star though. It was like laid on her
Oh.
lap and was like purring on her, and she was like petting it, and she said that was her favorite
That's
episode to record.
amazing.
That was
Oh,
cute.
that's a cool. That's good question. That's good.
Yeah, I'm
That's
like,
great.
because everyone was like, people ask weird. So I always work the panels. A lot of times they'd put me on like B-level horror stars, but I actually like that. The B-level people, they really love and they get more into it. Like, they're so happy to have their
Mhm.
fans, especially if they did something in like 1985 and they were like a teenager and now they're older and they love their fans. Not saying the A-listers don't, but I've just noticed that
Mhm.
the more B-level appreciate their
Wow,
fans
she's
more.
91, the chat just said. That's
Holy
crazy.
moly. She was so tiny. She was adorable.
Mhm.
Um But yeah, the bottle, the original bottle too is a Jim Beam, I think, alcohol, a Jim Beam bottle, just like decorated. And she yeah, that she told us a few little facts, but yeah, you could tell she was tired. She was so tiny too. Like, she was shorter than me. She was just this tiny little thing.
Aw. By the way, I
Adorable though.
apologize for that dog barking in the background. That's my neighbor's dog that they
Oh
let
no, you're
outside
fine. I
forever.
usually have a little one. Like, my mic is supposed to be completely noise cancellation. No, it's not. But I push through because I'm
It's
right by
been
a
pretty
window
good so
too.
far. I haven't really heard a dog from your end, but
That's good. Yeah. There's other
yeah.
noises. Like, sometimes my TV, like if a video changes in the living room when people watching TV and it gets like louder on YouTube, people like, what is that? What is that? What is that? I hear music. I'm like, okay, calm down. And
Oh
like,
my god.
it's just YouTube being loud. Oh
That's
yeah,
funny.
Hokies loves puppies.
Oh.
So oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, I pulled this one up here. We're gonna be we got like another half hour or so. I'll let you go for you so you can do your Jack show stuff and all that. But I'm so glad I had
Well, I don't have Jack
one
Show
of
stuff.
the
I just gotta prep Infinite Show,
oh
Infinite Hope for tomorrow.
Oh, okay. All right. But yeah, I gotta make sure I post that. It looks so Nina looks really cute in the picture, and I'm just like, because I was trying to hurry up and take it while cause she's like, but I still can't believe that happened. I'm glad Nina was here for that.
That
I'm glad I
was
had
cool,
somebody
man.
because
That was really
that
cool.
was so cool. Shout out to Flood, man. What the heck,
That
man?
was really cool.
Yeah, I mean, my thing went way down, but he put another like rate in there. And I'm like, yeah, but I can't believe I have a check on Rumble. That's my first check. I have the one on Twitter, but I paid for it.
Yeah, because I saw that you didn't have a check mark, and I was like, wait, the president is here. Give
Give her
her a check
one. Yeah, thanks. Shout out to Nina for that one. I didn't even think about that.
mark.
So what do we have a couple of little things to cover here. Some just for fun, because normally I don't like if I don't always have articles and stuff. We kind of just talk and I like to keep it loose here. Oh yeah, no, before we go into another article, I want to ask you what made you start doing YouTube? Like, what did you got
Oh,
why did you get into content creating?
well, actually, it was kind of because of Anna, indirectly, but well, it started because I was a fan. I was one of you in the chat, and I was introduced to Anna and my husband by my husband. My husband showed me Anna's channel and Nerdrotics channel and like all these quartering and all these different people. And like, through them, I found like everybody else. And then I was just like in the chat. And then one time when Game of Thrones ended, I was like devastated, went to Gary's chat because my husband was like, you should go and check out this other live stream or this live stream that Gary dude's doing for Game of Thrones. And I was like, what is that even? And I was like crying and I was very upset.
Aw.
So I went there. I had no idea what live streams were at the time. And I was like, wait, what? Like, people pay money to talk to other people? Like, what? What is this? And then after that, I was like, I felt like I found my people. So I, just started subscribing to everybody in that circle. And obviously one of them was Anna, and I was just hanging out in her chat for the longest time and getting to know everybody. And then at one point, Anna did this kind of like girl stream, and she was like, I was in the chat just hanging out and talking to her, and so her and my Nitty Home, Stephanie was in there. I remember that a couple other girls that aren't around anymore, but there was several people, and then they were like, "You should make a channel and come hang out with us." And I was like, "Hmm, I could, I could probably do that." And so I decided to make the channel. And at first, it was really like just bare minimum stuff, like just like barely anything around. And then I went. I used to watch this other dude, John Talks, that was on my show last night. And I decided to hit him up because he was the only one that was kind of like talking differently than everybody else. Because most people covered pop culture, but he also covered like philosophy, politics, all the stuff that
Ooh,
I liked.
I like
I
that.
was very
Like
into.
I don't know anyone that covers philosophy. Sorry to cut you off.
Oh
I'll have to
no, that's
subscribe to him.
yeah, that like well now he just does short clips.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, his his
She's like,
content has
nah, you don't
changed a
need. No, I'm just
lot.
kidding. I'm kidding.
No, but you should subscribe to him because he's amazing. He's really funny.
I will. I will.
But
I'll do it right now.
but then because like we had these really amazing talks, and like I kind of like invited myself on a show. I was like, hey, like I've made a channel because he knew me from the chat. Like everybody else knew me from the chat too. And I was like, I kind of like made a channel. I'm like really wanting to hang out and, just kind of expand and see what happens. And so he invited me on the stream, and it was really early on in the COVID days. So he invited me on a stream, and it was a haircutting stream because everybody was like, not able to go to salon. So he was just basically like shaving his head on a stream. It was like this contest. It was really bizarre. And like, I didn't even barely get to talk to him. So I was like, can you invite me back? And so that we can actually have a conversation. And he's like, yeah, sure. And then so he invited me back, and then we became really good friends. And we started doing the show Infinite Talk. We kind of combined our names and started doing it. And it was all like basically during quarantine. So we were like just hanging out, talking about random stuff like from like midnight to like 6, 7 in the morning. It just was like a very ongoing show for a while. And then through him, I met like all these different people. And then that show was formed. And then meanwhile, I actually still didn't have a channel. I was only just live streaming. And then everybody was like, including him, was like, dude, like actually make videos. Like you should make content. You should make content. You should become monetized. And so I did it. And then here we are.
Nice.
That's it.
That's a good story. Mine's really boring. Like when I started, but I like similarly when I started doing YouTube, it was very like it was just clips of my gaming streams 'cause I started gaming first on Twitch.
Mm,
Yeah. So, but no, that's awesome that you found. I felt that's the good like beauty of the internet. Yeah, there's a lot of toxicity on the internet, but you can find your people here, like-minded. It doesn't
yeah,
need to be like-minded because there's plenty of friends I have that I disagree with a lot of stuff on, but I still love them to death. Like it doesn't have to be, yeah.
exactly.
And that's where like I feel like that's just normal. People say it in the middle, but I'm like, no, that's just normal when you don't
Hmm.
completely go like, hey, you said this about this, and now I don't want to talk to you anymore. It's insane that
I
people
mean,
get like
look at
that. But
Cecil and Anna. They love each other, but my God.
yeah. That's a great example. And just real quick, I want to show that Gravy did indeed get the Barbie game. He was not lying. Great.
Oh my God. That is funny.
Oh my goodness. I gotta make sure I tag Flawed. Like I feel like such a dunce. I didn't
Did
have
you
any
tag
I didn't know what
me?
to say.
I'm like, where's this picture at?
I didn't post it yet. Should I do it now
No.
while we're
Yeah,
live?
post the picture.
Let's do it now. I gotta make sure I did. Is Chris Rumble on Twitter? I know I follow
I
Twitter, or is that his?
I honestly have no idea.
We're just gonna. I couldn't find him. I looked up Chris Rumble and I couldn't see it, but I do follow Rumble on Twitter.
You know
Um,
what? I should go back to my post because I think he's the one that replied to me. I'm pretty sure that was the guy. Hold on. Let me see. Let me go back to you know how like sometimes I wish I didn't tweet as much as I did because this was a few days ago. So it's gonna
I
be a
know.
bit of scrolling. But
There's a lot of them.
yeah, because I added Rumble about something. It was actually last week. It was like literally last Friday because I was trying to set up Infinite Hope and the like my other stream, my Wednesday stream at the same time. And Rumble was like, you can't set up 2 streams. You have to like, ask for permission or whatever. And I was like, ask for permission, like email us. And I was like, what the hell? So I emailed them And then like I never heard back. So I was like, hey man, like Rumble. Like, come
Yeah, he
on.
did. He left a link in the chat, but he
Please.
said next raid is what he said. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Someone on
Oh, that's
Rumble was
okay.
like, he left a link. What is the link that he did leave? Actually, let me open it up. I think it was someone. Yeah, it was who was rated after me. Oops,
Oh, okay. That's cool.
I still can't believe that. That's insane.
Yeah,
Shout
that's
out to
cool, man.
Chris Rumble, my goodness, and Nina for getting me the green check mark, and
Yes,
Flawed.
okay, wait. Okay, no, that the guy that helped me is Rick Rasella. And
Okay, so he's
that
probably
was
just like a behind the scenes guy,
yeah,
maybe.
I'm guessing.
Okay, sorry, chat. There's
I'm
so
gonna
much
like
going
send you
on.
his at though, because he's a pretty cool guy. So
Okay, thank you. All right, let me post this. Um, crazy. I can't believe it.
it is wild. I mean, I like that kind of stuff though. Like imagine if YouTube did that.
I know, but they don't. And
No.
that's why Rumble is, doing what they're.
Rumble's like doing a lot better. Like, I mean, they're getting their name out there, man. They're doing really good things,
And the
which
fact
is
that
pretty
that
awesome.
you're monetized right away, that's wonderful for creators. All right, let me
Yeah.
follow him. Okay, followed him. Thank you. Okay.
Yeah, that's the dude that helped me. Oh, okay, so he posted like the next raid. Oh, I see. I wonder how they decide who to raid.
I know. Well, he must have been. I mean, I'm guessing he was in Flawed's chat, and then Flawed was
I'm
like,
yes, I'm guessing because also because Flawed is live right now. Like he
still on
is
Rumble?
yeah, he's live on Rumble and he's like the featured stream right now on Rumble. Like on the main page. I'm gonna say I love you, Flawed.
Yeah, say I gotta say hi to Flawed over there too.
Fangirls. Fangirls. There. I didn't
Sorry,
pay
chat.
him
We're just
though.
we still got 92 people just chilling here watching me try to make a post and make it nice and
And me like fangirl towards Flawed.
oh yeah, he's featured. Look at that. 6.69K watching. Holy crap.
Oh my god,
Good
like
for
so
him.
he's participating in this. Like he's like watching this dude go raid and people's reactions.
I know mine was very boring. I'm so sorry.
No, that's what well at first I didn't realize what was happening and I was like, "Wait, what?"
I
Cuz
wasn't following Flawed. Whoops.
I don't remember like I don't believe anybody. Like when they're like when somebody's like, "I'm like the CEO of Rumble." I'm like, "Yeah, sure, okay." Like cuz I'm like I just don't believe anybody anymore. I'm so blackpilled. Like, that's like that one time when Don Campia came into my stream and he super chatted me like $50 and I was like, is
Huh?
that really Don Campia? Like and like I was just kind of like, what the fuck? And then it was him. And I didn't believe him at first. And then he was like, no, it's me. And I was just like, what? But it was really funny. I was like,
What? What are you doing here?
I don't think you know who I am. Because like everybody I know hates you.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. I've only heard like bad about him. I don't really watch him, but he's like a Star Wars guy, right? Or he was.
Yeah, and he's just
Okay.
like he's a shill pop culture guy now. Like he's just like he'll just rant about stupid shit. And like he had a meltdown recently about the casting about what he claimed that people were like he claimed people were melting down over the casting of god, I forget her name because I'm terrible at names, but the chick for that movie How to Train Your Dragon, you know how they're like making a live action movie,
Yeah.
Astrid's character. So apparently they're like race swapping her, and so he had a melty and was like, I'm sick and tired of all these people having melties over really because they're all racist and all having sex swaps or race swaps and they're terrible, and he started calling people like, basement dwellers. Excuse me. And he was just like, I want 30,000 people to like unsubscribe to me right now. Like just unsubscribe, you fucking racist people. And he was just like going crazy. And I was like, bro, calm down. Like, it's okay.
It's okay. Take a chill. Yeah, he
Yeah,
just recently, I think Jay
fine.
just recently did a video on him, and he was like, "John Campea is mad at me," or something,
Oh,
and like,
no.
cause he reacted to, I think John did a video on about Ryan,
Oh.
and he like played the video like talking crap about him, but he like edited out Ryan's name, but you could still see like parts that like RK Outpost Nation like on the bottom or something, and they're like, "Dude, what the hell?" It was so weird.
Oh my god. Dude, I just rewound that stream that Vlad was doing because he was doing the stream thing.
And you
Like, he's
see me,
like,
and I'm just like,
yes, and we
I
are
was
so lame. Like, both of us are so lame. I'm just sitting there like drinking my water, and the one before us is fucking Mark the Cyborg, and it was really funny because we were talking about him and like X-Ray Girl's reaction, but it was
oh
just
wow, yeah.
like the one before us is
I mean,
Mark.
obviously the CEO didn't mind our show because he gave me a bunch of Rumble
Yeah,
fans. So
he did.
I wasn't like, my brain is just not ready. Like, it's so late for me. Like, it's not super late, but it's just been like a long day. And I just was not, if, obviously stuff like that you're not ready for, but I don't have like, I didn't know what to say. I'm not good at speeches. I need time to think about what I'm going to say.
That was so cool. Now that like in retrospect though, I'm like, "Oh my god, that's so cool." Like, "Oh my god, that is so cool that they did that." Like that is just like that's awesome promo for Rumble. That's really cool that they went to like small content creators who are live and, they're just like hanging out. Probably not have that many people in their chats, and now
Yeah. I
that's
think I had like 13 people in there
that's a
maybe.
really
And then I
cool
had like
thing.
100. Yeah.
Good for them. Good for them. I really love it. I cannot believe.
All right, so I'm saying, what a crazy stream. Shout out to Flawed for the raid on Rumble. The Rumble CEO gave me a green check mark. Wild. Thank you, Nina Infinity, for being here for this. I didn't know what to write. I'm
Yeah.
like, I didn't want to
Okay,
make it like
wait. You tweeted that right now?
I'm getting ready to right now, unless
Okay, because
unless
I
the
was
chat
gonna
thinks
retweet you.
okay, we're doing it right now. It's gonna take a second because I have the check mark for I pretty much, I'm not gonna lie, I got it for editing reasons because I mess up. Like, I'll tweet like real fast and go, shoot, edit button is very helpful when you have the check marks.
Wait,
I
what's
don't,
July 5th? Oh, July 5th is a Wednesday. Because somebody told me Rumble Ray, glad to see you when it happened. Remember that it's happening on July 5th. Gotta get you rated too. Okay. Well, July 5th is a Wednesday, and that will be the day that I do my show, but mine's at 10 p.m. Eastern, so I don't know if it'll last that long.
Oh yeah, that's a Wednesday. Yeah, it's a Wednesday. Okay. Oh yeah,
Mhm.
because July 4th is on Tuesday. All right, there it goes. I got it up. That was crazy. I feel like such a nerd, but you know what? Obviously, he still thought we were entertaining. I think
Yeah.
just Margot Robbie's foot was great.
Yes,
We just said
absolutely.
Margot's foot. Okay, now what was I gonna do? We showed Gravy's game. Are you happy, Gravy? We believe you. You got the Barbie game. I'm happy for you. I had something else that I was gonna pull up real quick. Where did it go? Now I
I know
lost it.
this stream just totally got derailed.
It did, and Flawed tried. I didn't give a speech. I don't know what to say, so it's okay. I'll think of something nice, and I'll give Flawed. I'll do the speech when I get Flawed on my show. I gotta get him. I'm sure he'll
I
come
love
on.
it. I can't believe that happened. That's so cool.
Yes, and thank you for dropping the links. Yeah, he dropped $700. Jeez, I don't think I ever had. That's the biggest. I've never had one person drop that much ever.
In one stream.
Yeah, no.
That's really good. Good for you, man. Good for you.
Yeah, well, thank you. I'm glad Nina was here for that again, because I do it alone sometimes. So if I was alone, I would just been like, I mean, at least I had the Ash clip. Maybe they liked the Ash clip. Maybe they were already gone by that point, but
That was cool. Bye, Chris Koala. I'm joking, Chris Cola.
Bye, Chris.
He's
She
going
would've
to
cried.
Vegas. That's cool.
Ooh, have fun. I probably wouldn't have cried. I just wouldn't have known what to do. I have no idea.
I cried the first time I got monetized.
Did you?
Mhm.
I have like, I don't know.
Actually, it
I'm
was
kinda weird.
Teresa. I don't know if you saw her name. She was like, she came and waved. She
Miss
was a
Martin Muse?
rose.
Yeah.
Yeah, Miss
Yeah, I
Martin
love Miss
Muses.
Martin Muse. Yeah.
Yeah, she's great. She came and she dropped $100 super chat. And I was like, "Oh my god, you're gonna make me emotional." And then like right after that, Culture Casino dropped another $100. And I was like I swear.
Aw.
It was so funny because I was on Infinite Hope and I was like so emotional because I was like, I never thought I would do this ever with my life, and now here I am. Like it was just like all very emotional. It wasn't like over the
It
$100. It
is.
was over the success.
Just
It was like,
everything. Yeah, I felt the
yeah,
same. So I have a problem with, like, crying in front of people. Maybe I'm just, like, broken inside, but no. No, it's I was really emotional because I wasn't Camelot told me that I had to do a monetized stream. He's like, "Do a 1K celebration, but after you're
yeah,
monetized so that because people are gonna wanna celebrate with you." And I'm like, "Okay." So I
yeah.
waited. I really grinded to get to, so, like, and they changed it a week after I got monetized. They lowered it to 500
Oh
subs
no
and
way!
3,000 hours. I was like, "Well,
Oh, so
okay."
it's changed now. So it's not
Yeah.
1,004
No,
1,000 hours anymore.
no, it's 500 subs and 3,000 watch hours, which is great. I'm happy. I have
That's
friends
much
that are trying to
better.
reach it, and I'm like, "Okay,
Yeah,
that's good."
that's much better.
It's more definitely easier to reach. We won't
Hmm.
see Wicked after the stream. What do you
Why?
Oh, because 'cause I'm gonna be crying? Is that what you mean, Sarah? I'm just
She's
gonna be in
gonna
my
go
room
like pull the
sobbing.
blinds and
I'm
shit, and
I'm
she's
gonna
like,
put on some sad music and just start crying. But no, I was very emotional because I had friends that hopped in and, like, I know they didn't have a lot to give, but they were dropping $50 super chats and stuff, and I'm like, "What are you doing?" It, uh, but that was I have to I have to drop, like, some money to Flawed for that too because he didn't have to pick me. Like, I wanna say he barely knows me, but again, we bonded. We drank raw eggs and milk and
"Oh
liquor, so that's
yeah, no,
how and he's
he's
great.
a cool dude. He's a cool
He's
dude."
very cool. Sorry, you're gonna hear background noise.
It's okay.
Also,
I
hold
didn't
on, I
hear
gotta
anything.
check. Oh, really? Look at that. My
Mm.
mic coming in. Thank you.
All I
I
hear
got
is my neighbor's dog. So
oh, okay.
I don't know.
Oh, so you still need 1K subs and 4,000 watch hours for
Oh,
ads.
you
But,
do? Okay.
okay. So, but at least you can start getting, I think the super chats for most people, like super chats and super stickers are how you actually make the money because you don't make a lot on the ads. Unless you're
Um,
somebody like, I mean, I guess it depends. I know I don't right now, but I just started. I've been monetized maybe like a month. I'm still very freshly monetized. So,
okay,
um,
I'm doing something weird and cool right now for the first
oh,
time.
what? I love weird and
So
cool.
I just realized that because usually I have the YouTube chat pulled up like separately, you
Yeah, me
know.
too. Hmm.
But now apparently you can sign in as like a user, like because not you, because
We're on
you're running the
StreamYards?
stream. Yeah, you can
Oh,
sign in as a user on
and
StreamYard
talk here.
and talk on here. Hi, chat.
I need to make
Look,
Nina a
that's
mod
me. I
too.
just did it.
Hold on, it's not letting me. Oh, I gotta wait till it goes up because there's a
That's what she
heart
said.
there that blocks. There's
That's
a
what she
heart
said.
that blocks the little three dots. Um,
I just said
so
hi, chat.
Real quick, I want to talk a little bit about anime because now I know, but I didn't know that Nina was so into anime, and we both got Cowboy Bebop stuff going on back here. I
Mhm.
recently just watched that, freaking loved it. My desk pad is actually Cowboy Bebop as well.
Nice.
I just got really into it, and I seen that she did a Faye Valentine cosplay. You freaking crushed it. I saw that on your I don't know where I saw it, maybe your Twitter, and I was like, okay,
It's probably
is it?
Instagram.
I seen
'Cause
it
it's on
somewhere. I think I
Instagram.
seen it on, like, a banner. Do you have it on your banner
Yeah, I
somewhere?
do. It's on my Twitter
Okay,
banner.
your Twitter banner, and I was like,
Yeah.
"Okay, crushing it."
'Cause it's my
Um,
store. Like, that's my banner for
okay,
my store.
okay, alright, well, that's a very good cosplay. Yeah, Americus, go check it out. He's probably on your Twitter right now. Nice. Um, but, I'm not heavily into anime, but I enjoy it. Like, it's not I wouldn't say I'm even a mild consumer now, a little more. Because growing up, I only watched like Dragon Ball Z. My older brother got me into that. I feel like that's a lot of people's introduction to anime.
Aw,
Um, but I
I
have
hated it.
did you? Over
Yeah.
the years, I've really she's like, that's cute. I hated it. What's up, Lady Marine?
No, I know,
But
like, it
Cowboy Bebop is my favorite.
no, but
So
it like, a lot of you're right, though, like, it is a lot of
yeah.
people's introduction to anime. Mine was more like Sailor Moon, like, because I was
Oh,
they were running at the same time. So
that's
I was more
true.
of a Sailor Moon girl than, like, a Dragon Ball Z person, although I loved Dragon
Sure.
Ball, like, the first season of Dragon Ball was
Yeah.
amazing. I remember when that aired, like, I was like, all about it, And but then I didn't like the continuation. Like I didn't like what happened after that. I was like, oh, this is dumb now, because they kind of stopped focusing on the story and they started focusing on like the battles. And I was just like, I can't sit here and watch like a half an hour of like this dude going like in the screen.
Yeah,
I
I get it. It
can't do it.
was a thing with my older brother, but you know what? You're right. I actually kind of forgot about Sailor Moon because that I was into Sailor Moon as well. Like that was the girly one, but Dragon
Mhm.
Ball Z, my older brother got me into that, and then he moved away, so I kept watching it because it was like my thing. Like I get to keep a bond with him over that. But
Mhm.
as an adult, I think I enjoy Dragon Ball a bit more. It depends. It does drag on, but I don't know. I like them both. It's hard for me to pick, but
No,
I don't keep up
I
with it.
get it.
I don't keep up with Dragon Ball Z anymore. I stopped watching. Yeah,
Speaking of
but
Dragon Ball, there's fucking Demogena in the chat. He probably heard Dragon
look
Ball and
at
he's like,
he got summoned.
I know
Well,
he's mad at me and I like kick
he's
her. I
mad.
know. I'm trying to like to keep it from Flash because I know he's like such a huge fan. And like I'm
He
just
might pop
like,
in. He was in my chat the one time randomly, and I was like, I didn't
like
even know you knew who I was.
whenever he
Hello.
talks about fucking whenever he talks about like Gundam, I'm just like,
Oh, stop.
like,
Google that. Google this, Nina. Corey in the House is on Google is an anime, and it's Corey Raven's brother, from That's So Raven. If you Google it, Google says that it's an anime.
that what? I've never even heard of this. What?
It was a Disney
What?
Channel
That
show.
no.
I know.
Just stop. But yeah,
But
like it's funny though because you said like, you were the way you introduced me as like an anime connoisseur. Like I'm
Mhm.
not anymore. Like I used to
No.
be, but I fell out of anime like a lot because not because I don't love it, because I do love it. But I feel like
Oh,
anime at
well.
a certain point took a turn for me and I was like, it's just there's like sects, like just like everything, because like you got to understand, like anime is such a huge, vast amount of content. Like it's like there's just always different versions. But there was just like a point in time where a lot of it just started becoming crap for me. Like I was like, oh, like this is like I would watch anime after anime and I'd be like, that was shit. Like that was shit. And it just became like this constant like, oh my God, that was awful. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and some of them had no ending. Some of them was like,
Yeah.
it's just like, oh, I'm just gonna like that's it. Like this was it. It's some of them are a little too I'm trying to watch my words here. Be careful.
Hurt people's feelings.
Yeah, like some of it was just way too sexualized, like, in terms of like lolly stuff. And I was just like, I'm just at a
The
point in my life.
schoolgirl thing and
Yeah,
all that. Yeah.
like I'm not in, like I'm at a point in my life where I don't need to watch that kind of content. So I was just kind of like I became like I just fell out of it a little bit.
Yeah.
And then I started just rewatching old stuff because I was like,
That's what I'm doing.
I feel like all the old stuff is so great and like everything new that I watch is crap. And so I just and of course I also hate not having an ending. So usually I wait for an anime to be over. And those kind of things usually take years, for them to be over. So that I'm like, I'll just wait until whatever anime it is over and then I'll watch it. Like I did that with Attack of Titan, for example, even though that's still not over. It's like there's another part now. And I'm like, I hate that they do that. Like they're like, oh, okay, we're just gonna like do it in parts now. Like what is it? Season 4, part 2, or whatever the hell needs to come out. It's so stupid. I hate what they're doing now. And then so I just started reading mangas that I was like,
Mhm.
okay, you know what? I want to finish the story of this. I'm gonna go read the manga. Like, for example, Bleach was one of them.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
didn't
some of
finish Bleach. It dragged on. I was really into it, and then I was just like,
too much. Like all of
yeah.
the like most of the stuff that went shonen, I was like, I used to love shonen, and then I was like, oh my God, it just won't end. And it was just like, okay, it was like, I love Inuyasha. Inuyasha is one of my favorite, but that was basically the last shonen anime I ever watched because I was like, okay, I can't do this anymore. Because they canceled that too. Like the show, I don't know if you ever watched Inuyasha or not, but they
Mm-mm.
canceled it mid the series, and I was like, are you fucking kidding me? So they canceled it, and because the manga was still going, and then and then after like several years after the manga was over, they were like, oh, we're gonna make the final arc of Inuyasha, which at the time was really sad because like all the voice actors were left, like Kagome's voice changed, like a lot of the like it was just not the same, even though it was great that they ended it, but it was just kind of like it just became this thing. So a lot of the stuff that like is a continuous ongoing manga and then they're adapting to anime, I don't watch anymore because I'm like, what's the point? You're either gonna stop making it or you're gonna like have to remake it to fit the new one, like all the stuff, it's just too much. So that's why I just watch old stuff now. That's my rant
Yeah,
about anime.
that's what I got into. Like I just recently finished almost said Bleach, Cowboy Bebop, and I loved it. I gotta watch the movie.
Mhm.
Still haven't watched that. I'm right now I am
It's good.
watching
It's a good movie.
Trigun. I really like Trigun.
Ooh, Trigun. See, that's
Um
old school.
that is old. That
I
animation
haven't.
is
I
just
watched it
so
for. I haven't watched it for
so
so
good.
long though. I watched it like once, very like years and years ago, but it was really good. It was fun.
Yeah. And now did you ever get into One Piece? I didn't.
It's too
Did
long.
it,
I'm
it is very
not
long.
doing 1,000 fucking episodes. Like, no, it's just not happening.
Yeah,
My friend
they
Kai, MFS, has been trying to get me into that forever. Like, he's just like, you'll love it. You'll love it. And I have a couple problems with that. One, I cannot vibe with the art style. Like, I get it. Like, there's a huge fan base and the art styles,
it's
whatever, but
Americas.
I just can't do it. Like, it's just not my type of art style at all. Like, even when it
Yeah.
comes to anime, I'm like, this is a bit much. I can't do it.
What's up, Trey? What's up, Dan? I this is
Yeah, I've seen
gonna
that.
I think this is gonna be ridiculous.
It's gonna be terrible.
Live act
And it's
because
Netflix.
I mean they did terrible. They could have made Cowboy Bebop awesome. They could have done a good they could have actually done a live action Cowboy Bebop because the characters aren't too, crazy looking. Like, isn't there a shark person on One Piece? Like, he's got like a shark head. It's like that's
I
gonna
think
look so
so, yeah. I
weird.
mean,
If they couldn't get Cowboy Bebop right, they're not gonna get this one right. I just don't see it. I mean, if they do,
I
good
just
good
think
for
these
them.
I just think these things lose something. Like, even though I'm not a
Yeah.
fan of One Piece, the anime, I just think that any
Well,
live
see, like,
action
this
adaptation of
guy.
anything. I mean, look at even Disney live action adaptations of
Yeah.
like animated stuff, right? Like, whenever you make a live action adaptation of anything animated, it loses something. It's like it loses this allure, this like this heart, this soul, like this thing, because that's what animation is, right? It takes you to the places that reality can't take you. And
Yeah.
when you put reality into that, then it just kind of loses that spark. Like, and
Yeah.
that's how I feel about animation though, because I have a huge love for animation. So I think it's just like I almost feel like it's a disrespect. It's a disrespect to like every artist that worked on these incredible panels and incredible like just the amount of effort that goes into creating that kind of art, and then they're like, let's make it live action. It's just like, why?
It's just a money grab. And the thing, you're right,
Mhm,
well, that's just money. With Disney, I was talking about this on my last stream. I had the Orange Grove 55 guys, and they're like big into like Disney history, and they go to theme parks and stuff. Like they're really into all
mhm,
that. So we were talking about the animation and how they changed it, and you could
mhm,
tell like in the 90s, and I mean the last one was Princess and the Frog. That was the last 2D. When you seen a
mhm.
Disney movie back like when we were kids, you didn't even have to see the logo. You knew it was Disney because of the animation. And now they
Mhm.
do that 3D stuff that everyone does. It's like, is that DreamWorks or is that Disney? You can't tell the difference
You can't
anymore.
tell.
And
Yeah. It's like
I don't,
generic.
it's so generic. And the 2D was beautiful. I thought the Princess and
Yeah.
the Frog was beautiful. Unfortunately, it didn't, at the
Cell
time, at least
shading is a lost art, man. Cell
it
shading is a lost
is.
art.
It is. And it's just,
The
I
the
miss the
funny
old
part
style
is
so
though,
much.
the funny part is that yes, like the argument could be made that the live action stuff does bring like the new generation of kids into like the classic stuff. Like, apparently what happened with Cowboy Bebop actually was one of the things that happened was most people watched like a couple episodes and they were like, wow, this is really shit. And then they kind of like read like the reviews and everybody was like, this is terrible compared to the anime. And so everyone was like, okay, well then I'm just gonna go watch the anime. So a lot more people started watching the anime because Cowboy Bebop, the live action, was so crap. Like, everyone was just like, oh, I'll just go watch the anime. Even I did that. Like, I was like, I watched that shitty series because I was reviewing it, but then I was like, after that, I need to go rewatch that to get that taste out of my mouth. So a lot of people did end up watching classic Cowboy Bebop because of the Netflix live action. But at the same time, it's like that was an abomination that should have never been on the planet. So I don't know. It's a catch
Yeah, it was
22. It's like, do we want
yeah.
more eyes on the anime if it has to go through that kind of thing? I don't know. I feel like no. Like I don't know if I want that. I'm
Oh,
kind of like I can't like I don't like the fact that animes become mainstream. I'm not gonna lie. I
well,
don't
because it
like it.
gets ruined when it was more, I don't know what word I'm thinking of, but when it wasn't as popular,
No.
it was kind of they weren't worried about being like correct or they just did their own thing, and now it's and a lot of people actually have gone to reading mangas like you said that you
Mm.
do because it's just better entertainment than what we're getting from anime in general, but just entertainment at all. Like it's
Well,
just
one of the things that's really cool, like, so do you want to hear my little anime story? Like,
yeah.
it's kind of cool. Like how you'll see how old I am. So like back in the day when I was watching Sailor Moon, I was like a huge fan of like that kind of anime and stuff. Galaxy Express 999, like all the old school classic, really Lotus Wars, all that kind of stuff. So back in the day, anime was not a thing, especially not where I was from. Not in Canada, not in Vancouver, especially like not, everybody thought I was a nerd. So like whenever I went to school and I had my little Sailor Moon shirts and I had like my Sailor Moon stuff and everything, like that was what one of the things I was made fun of constantly. Like, oh, you're so lame. Like you like Sailor Moon. Like, that like the kids just how like most kids get made fun of for liking Star Wars or Star Trek or like whatever. I was made fun of because I liked anime. So back in the hell
Oh, he was
yeah.
hot, please. He was
Tuxedo Kamisama, yes. Give me that Darien love. Hell yeah. So anyways, so back in the day, it was really difficult to get anime. And some of the anime sometimes you would find in video stores and like they would have like because you remember random video stores would have like certain sections and it'd be like, oh, anime, like whatever. Like
Mhm,
I mean, we
mhm.
had like Rogers and we had Blockbuster as like the main big stores, but then there would be like little stores that have like different
Like
animes and
Hollywood
stuff like that.
Video, that was the one
Yeah,
I had.
yeah,
I
yeah,
don't know if you had
like stuff
that,
like
but
that. We had like little video stores and blah. So then a couple of them had like different ones that I would catch, really rare ones. I found really rare ones from like, for example, Three Times Three Eyes, and things like that. That was really cool experience. So as the years went on, I was like, and then the internet became a thing. This is before still downloads and stuff was happening. I tracked down this guy because I was like, I need more anime. Like, I was like, I can't find any anime because like the video stores beside my house was going out of business, and it was just like a whole thing. And I was like, I need more anime in my life. So somehow I tracked this one guy down, and I ended up like through like under. I don't know how the fuck I found this guy, Amanda. I can't even tell you. I can't even explain. But it was just basically through like the dark web. I found this guy that was like running his own anime shop in his basement in his house in like Burnaby in like Vancouver. So like I was like, what the fuck? Like, so I found this thing and I told my husband, who was my boyfriend at the time, I was like, we got to go to this dude's house. And he was just like, are you sure you want to go to this dude's house? Like, this sounds really sketchy. And I was like, we're going. Like, I don't
I
care.
need this.
I need this in my life. Like, I found him through like forums and shit.
Like
Uh,
deep dive, super deep
deep
dive.
dive. Yeah. And so, like, I go in there and I like, so I finally make it to this dude's house and it was like really sketch. And like, so I like knock and then he had to like open the door, like, he had to like buzz you in. I was like, is he gonna ask me for a password? Like, I don't have a password. It was like a whole thing. So, anyways, he buzzes me in. I go in and it's literally like this in like a huge room. It was like it was a basement, but it was like a pretty big room. Like, it wasn't that big, right? But all of the walls and stuff was like bookshelves and there was like bookshelves everywhere and all of it was anime. Like
Oh,
all of it.
you were
And
in
I
your
was like,
like heaven, huh?
you should have seen my face. I was just like, oh my God, this is the place. And then he had like this little corner where him and his little nerdy friends were playing like D&D and like, and then they were all like, "Oh my God, there's a girl here." Like, it was like the funniest thing. And like my husband was with me, well, my boyfriend at the time, and he's just like, "Oh my God, I can't believe you found this place." So then I made friends with the guy, And so like and then I bought I bought the Sailor Moon box set from him. That was the Eternal Sailor Moon that nobody had at the time. Basically it was like the final season of Sailor Moon that nobody had. It was Anime Toys R Us. It was fucking crazy. And so this dude had it, and because he was this Asian dude, so he had all the hookups, and he was like getting them in somehow. I don't know. And a lot of them too that he had made himself. So like he would rip it from like other DVDs and then sell it to other people. So he was like, basically a lot of what he was doing was illegal. Like a lot of it was illegal. And so like he would rent them and he would sell them and like all this stuff. And so later on, many years later, I found out that he became basically like the event organizer for the for the biggest anime convention in Vancouver. So he's like, so he's doing well, I'm sure, and everything like
Oh,
that. But it
yeah.
was just it was a really cool thing that's the kind of thing we had to do at the time, like, to get anime. And I remember back in those days, I was always like, oh, I wish anime was mainstream. I wish I could just have access to anime. I wish I could go to the theater and watch anime. I wish I could just, go to the video store and all of the video store would be anime, blah, blah, blah. And now here we are. And all this anime is on Netflix and all this anime is everywhere. And I'm like, I don't care. Cause it's like
don't
most
care
of it
anymore.
is shit. Like, and I'm just like, nah. Like, nah. I don't know. It's just weird. It's weird that times have passed.
Yeah. No, it's
And
it's
that was
definitely
my
different. I
story.
kinda I kinda miss no, that's a really cool story. Our Shiver Me copies, Trevor. Um,
A lot of
I
pirating
kind
goes
of
on.
yeah. I miss going to I went to Hollywood Video more than Blockbuster. Trey.
It was. I was like,
Um,
"Hey, man, I need another one. Buzz me in, yo." Like it was a
can I
whole
get some more of
thing.
that Sailor Moon, please?
It was a whole thing too because it was a process getting there. Like he was in a bad neighborhood of town, but he was like in somewhere else. It was like a trek to get there, and I felt like I was going like porn hunting almost because it was like,
It was just, like, forbidden.
yeah.
Yeah, that's funny. No, that's a I miss I definitely miss it. There was something about, like, Friday nights or weekends, like, if you were gonna have, like, a sleepover with your friends and you go to the movie like, the movie store and get your candy and your
Hmm.
movie, and then it's so different. I used to even rent video games. Like, if my mom didn't wanna buy me a video game, I have to go rent one, and you have to
Same.
hurry up and beat it over the weekend or, like, before it has to get returned within the week or however long it was, I can't
Yeah.
remember. Oh, man.
I I worked at Blockbuster for a long time.
Did you?
Yeah,
Wow.
because I was, like, sick and tired of renting stuff, so I was like, "I need to work in a video store." Like,
I did.
this is
This
getting
is costing
enough.
me too much money.
Yeah, I like, literally, and then Blockbuster gave me 10 free movies and video games a week.
Oh.
Well, it was 10 free movies or video games. So it was,
Oh,
like,
okay.
just
So 1
10
week.
free items a week.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, "This is the best." And we got like the releases always like a week early because we had to watch them before they came out.
Mhm. Oh, okay.
The releases were
That's
on a
cool.
Friday, so we would get it on a Wednesday, and then the following Friday they would come out. And so it was always really cool to like be able to watch the movies in advance, and then like you had already seen it because like people would always be like, "So what this movie like?" So you had to know. That was like the cool perks.
Americas. I'd
Yeah.
rent N64 games and name the save file something vulgar. Nice Americans.
That's funny.
That's funny. But we're gonna be winding down now. I know I said 2 hours, we're hitting that point, but let's just do one more article real quick. I had a couple other things, but
Sure.
I'll do it another time. It's fine. It's not important. I just wanted to cover this because I know a lot of people in the chat probably watched Boy Meets World, even if like Nina said she watched at least a few episodes. And if you didn't watch it, you know what Boy Meets World is. That was like,
Mhm.
it was I loved Boy Meets World back in the day, and that's
Mhm.
one of the it's kinda like I feel like Boy Meets World and Saved by the Bell were, like, in this kind of the same. When I was young, I used to confuse them a little bit.
I
Um
was a, like, definite Saved by the Bell girl,
oh,
though.
yeah, I've
Like,
seen
I've
all because
seen every single episode, like, a couple of times.
Topanga. I had a friend that would do that. He did it perfectly, and he would just, like, walk up to us and be, "Topanga," and then he'd, like, walk away, and we thought it was the most funny thing. We were, like, in ninth grade, and, Topanga was, like, her hair is beautiful. Danielle, Fisher? I think her
Yeah.
name is she's still beautiful too, like, she aged I mean, she's so Saved by the Bell, it was like 80s was Saved by the Bell, and I know it went into the 90s, and then 90s was Boy Meets World. So if you were like a teenager or in your 20s in the 80s, you definitely were more Saved by the Bell and probably didn't get into
Boy Meets World.
Boy Meets World. Thank you. My
Mhm.
brain just like shut off. Thank you.
Brain
It
fart.
happens. It happens. And yeah, Will Friedle. I always say his name wrong, but yeah, he was Ron Stoppable in Kim Possible.
I never
Oh
watched
yeah,
that show. I was too old for Kim Possible.
I seen some of it, but I didn't really get into it. I've seen episodes and I thought it was a good show, but it was like
Wait, how
just
old are you? Like, I feel like you're
I think
young.
I look younger than I am, but I think we're the same age. I'm the same age as Americus as Cody Campbell. I think we're exactly the same age, even though we don't
Really?
look it. I don't think. Preferred Full House. I liked all of them though. So
I love Full
okay,
House. Are you kidding me? I
Wonder
was
Years
obsessed.
was 80s, like early 80s, right? And then there was Saved by the Bell, and then there was Boy Meets World. She had nice
Mhm.
bobs.
She
Oh yeah,
did.
and Batman Beyond. He was Terry. I watched that. I loved Batman Beyond. He was Terry McGinnis in Batman Beyond too.
Oh.
But yeah, so this actually made me kind of sad because they did the reboot too, like a few years ago, Girl Meets World, where it was
I
Topanga
never
and
saw
Tori.
that. Did you see it?
I seen some of it, but it didn't have the same magic for me as it wasn't bad. Is he 36? Then I'm young. Is he? I'm younger than him. Then I thought we were the same age. Okay, I'm younger than him.
Camel toe is
Is he? People call him that all the time. But okay, I'm a few years younger than him then. But we'll just say I'm in my 30s, even though people think I'm in my 20s. But thank you.
Oh, you're still a baby.
It's the Flintstone vitamins. I took them as a kid, and it helps keep you looking young.
That's
So
amazing.
I watched a few episodes of Girl Meets World. But I wasn't. Yeah, Kelly Kapowski.
It didn't impress you much.
Yeah, not really. Like it wasn't terrible. But it wasn't Boy Meets World. So, anyways, they reunited for that, and now they have a podcast called Boy Meets Pod or something. It's in this article where they've never watched the episodes, so they rewatch the episodes and they talk about it on their podcast. I think that's a great idea.
A lot of them are
And
doing that. Like a lot of the old school stars are doing that.
there's a lot. Like there's a Smallville podcast.
There was a
now.
New Girl one too.
Is there? I didn't know. I liked New Girl. I loved Nick.
I love it.
I
know. I love Nick and fucking Jazz. They're so great.
The clip where he meets Prince and just screams. One of my best friends loves Prince, and he's a straight guy. Like it's not like that. I mean, so is Nick. In New Girl, because I know when you say like a guy loves Prince, sometimes people are like, wait, is he like? No, plenty of straight men
everybody
love
loves
Prince.
everybody.
Yeah,
loves
Prince is just
Prince.
great. Yeah. So when the clip where he meets him and he just starts screaming, I cried. It was hilarious.
I love that episode. That was such a good episode. But the reason I started watching New Girl was because of that GIF where he's like holding the old Chinese dude in the tub. And he's I was like, I don't know what this is, but I need to watch it. And somebody was like, it's New Girl. And I was like, I'm watching it. I don't care what this is because this is the best thing I've ever seen.
Well, we could tell people that Jeremy's receding hairline. We'll go with that. I'm cool with that.
Well, I'm 45.
No, you're not.
Don't I look great for 45?
She looks great. You look
like I mean, I'm 55. I'm 55, guys.
You don't look a day over 40. I'm just kidding. You look younger than that. I'm just kidding. Nina doesn't even look like she's in her 40s. I don't believe that for a second. I don't believe that for a second. Yeah, so does Nina too. I think me and Nina are the same age. I think she's over here capping. She's not 55.
I'm definitely 55.
Definitely. She's like, I feel 55. Damn. See, I mean, you're not older than me, Erica said. You never know. Gravy, really? You look great. Anyways, so apparently there's like no falling out, but Boy Meets World.
Sorry, but Stunning and Brave Megatron just won the jam.
I'm 80 million years old. You are too, Trey. You smoke way too much for a 2-year-old. Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay,
I'm
sorry.
so old. I died of old age 2 weeks ago.
Oh my god.
You little whippersnappers. 55 in Mexican year. Oh my goodness.
It's
all right.
Shorter.
So Boy Meets World stars say they haven't spoken to Ben Savage in 3 years. He ghosted us. That's sad.
That's sad.
We didn't have a fight. There's no falling out. There's no animosity. He just woke up one day and decided, I don't want this person in my life anymore. Says Will Friedle. Friedle. I always say his name wrong. I always want to say Freddie because it looks like Freddie,
Yeah, it
but it's
does.
Freddle.
Friedel.
Friedle. I think it's
I don't
Friedle.
know. What a dick.
I know. So after 7 seasons of sharing the screen with Ben Savage as his fictional love interest, brother, and best friend. Oh, he's saying that's who he did it to. So Topanga, his brother.
I
So
was like,
Daniel
yeah, I was like,
Fishel,
wait, what?
that
His
sentence
brother was his
weird.
lover and
Like, are
best
they
friend.
all
What?
are they all the same?
That sounds problematic.
Okay, yeah. So Daniel Fishel, Will Freddie, and Ryder Strong have lost touch with their former co-star. I almost said core-star because he was Corey.
That's funny.
So well, the end will kind of you'll see. In a new interview, the trio told Variety that they haven't spoken to Savage in 3 years because he just kind of disappeared from our lives. The trio said they would often reunite with Savage at fan conventions after working on 3 seasons of the Disney Channel reboot Girl Meets World. During that period, they started discussing plans for a Boy Meets World rewatch podcast, which Fishel says Savage wasn't interested in joining. He was very adamant that it was not for him, she explained. He was also very clear, I don't want it to stop you. If you guys want to do it, go ahead. The time between those conversations and the time we actually started the podcast was a significant amount of time. They launched the podcast Pod Meets World is what it's called. Okay. In 2022, but lost contact with Savage long before that. Well, Official says she was particularly close with Savage after the birth of her first son in 2019. Their relationship soon changed. He ghosted us, Official says. After years of playing his on-screen older brother, Savage's absence in their lives is a particularly sore subject for Will. The actor said he made various attempts to get in touch with Savage to no avail. He disappeared. I wish I knew why. That's like a problem. That's what makes it sad. Like when you're close, let me exit out. That was bothering me. When you're close to somebody and they just ghost you, it's like, were we ever even close then? Like, can you at least tell me what I did wrong? Or
that's
even if you
weird.
just don't feel the relationship anymore, just like give me something. I feel like that's just really messed up. So he said there was no animosity. He just woke up one day and decided, I don't want this person in my life anymore. That hurts too. Like, so he said that eventually he sent him a text. I've known you for 30 years. What's going on? I'm going to call you every day until you tell me not to call you anymore. He said he called for about 3 weeks or a month every single day. I've known him since he was 11 years old, and we have a shared history, he added. We were getting to know each other as adults, and then he just kind of went, I'm done with you. I tried and tried and tried for months until finally my wife was like, why are you doing this to yourself? He obviously doesn't want you in his life. Fishel remains hopeful that her relationship with Savage will be mended in the time. Speaking for myself, Ben and I may be estranged right now, and we may have our complaints about each other, but I will always love Ben and want what's best for him, she said. I don't think this is the end of our story, but time will tell. So this end right here kind of might tell you why, especially what she just said. Last year, Savage pivoted away from acting and towards politics after announcing his candidacy, for Congress. The actor turned politician is currently running as a Democrat in California's 30th congressional district.
Ooh.
So that just makes me feel like, especially because she said we may have our complaints about each other. So maybe she leans another way.
Maybe she's a Trumper.
Yeah, maybe. Or maybe because sometimes maybe she's just like a Republican or who knows.
I mean, like honestly, the first thing I thought about, like when I heard the headline, I was like, it's probably politics.
Yeah, she
'Cause
did.
it's
She said that right before the stream.
Usually it's right. Like, cause I remember when I was like, is it a Trump thing? Because it's like I've heard so many stories of parents being like, I'm disowning my kid because they voted for Trump. Or like, the different things like that. So I just feel like you see that kind of stuff all the time. Like it's like people disown people when they get involved in politics, and politics is so dumb. If you're gonna dissociate yourself from somebody because of politics, that is like literally the most retarded thing that you could possibly do. Because I've had people like that have done that to me. First of all, it's really hurtful, but also politics change. Like it's like you're not going to like be a righty or a lefty like your entire life. Like things are going to change all the time. Like for example, I never thought I would ever want anyone to vote Democrat again, but then RFK came along and I'm like, oh, That's a really interesting Democratic nominee if he becomes one. Not that he is going to, but
Yeah.
if he becomes one, that would be a really interesting race. So it's just one of those things where politics constantly change, but people still stay the same. And if your values are going to flow with politics, then you have a problem. So I've had people where I've had family members where like really didn't like that I was going towards Trump. And they were like, I can't believe you're like this and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, well, we can still be friends or family. We just won't talk about politics. Like, it's
Yeah.
fine. There's other things to talk about. There's movies to talk about. There's, life to talk about, like what's going on with your life, your work, your family, whatever. It's just, you don't have to talk about politics. And I think that a lot of people kind of have problems distinguishing that from their daily lives. Like, you need to separate politics from your daily life.
Yeah, no, you
Um,
really do because I find it just insane that somebody that you don't even know, because these politicians don't come here out here, even ones that I might like, they don't come out and tell you the full truth. They don't
mm-mm,
they don't let you actually deep dive into their life like you're a family member and you know them. So to disown someone that you grew up with, whether it's a friend or a family member that you've known and you know them personally, you know they're good people,
mhm,
and then you just cut them off because they don't have the same politics as you. I find that just absolutely insane, and it's really sad. I've seen it so much. I mean, I lived in New York State, so there was a lot of that, like, family
mhm,
just, like, ugh, too much. I don't understand it.
mhm. Yeah,
It never
politics is
used to
lame.
be like that, and, like, I don't know if you remember this, like, growing up in the '90s, I mean, you were in Canada, so I don't know if it was the same, but,
Mhm,
they made it seem like, like, Republicans were, like, dumb. Like, they didn't know what they're talking about, like, let's make fun of them, and it's like, they're the lesser, I'm not like, I guess we talked about this before, I'm more like, I'm okay with being in the middle with certain things, like, I don't think one side is completely right or one side is completely wrong. I mean, of
mm,
course, I lean more one side, clearly, I'm more of, like, a conservative, but you just know that about me, but, like, I
mhm.
don't think that, "Oh, if you're a Democrat, I'm not gonna talk to you." I have, like, all of my
Right.
friends and the majority of my family. Actually, it's split in half with family, and some of them don't talk to each other because of that, and I think it's ridiculous.
Well, I mean,
But
I grew up really liberal. Like, I was I grew up in Vancouver, so I was a very liberal person, and I just really loved like liberal
nice.
values, and I was very anti-war. I was kind of like a hippie, and I was honestly like, when you're young, you're gonna be a liberal. Like,
Yeah.
it's just the way it is. Like, I love human rights. It's just one of the things. And I was brown. I know I don't look brown, but I was Persian, and I was I was growing up in a really awkward time because 9/11 happened. So I was, called a terrorist and all sorts of
Oh,
stuff. And
jeez. Yeah.
so we grew up in like kind of like different worlds, a lot of us, because I had really bad experiences, especially from Republicans, people who were very, very condescending to me. So like it was a sad time. And I felt like at that time, like I was vilified all the time. Like, all the movies were like, oh, brown people are bad, they're evil, they're terrorists, blah, 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 blah. It's just like, it was just part of the world. And so I never thought that I would ever be kind of like leaning towards conservatism or Republicans or anything like that at any point in my life. I was very liberal. Was very woke, if you want to say woke. Although it's not woke. It wasn't woke. It was just I was just naive, and I was like, I liked the environment, and I didn't like war, and I was just very naive and just young, like the people just listen to
Yeah.
different kind of things, and they have altruistic ideas, and it's just one of those things. And then when things changed, I so did I. And it was just really interesting that, like, when Trump became president, and there was like certain things that I agreed with Trump, people were like, oh my God, I can't believe you're a Republican now. And I'm like, I'm not a Republican. Like, first of all, I'm not American, so I can't be a Republican. Like, so
Yeah.
that's just one thing. But it was a constant like, I can't believe you support Trump, and I'm like, well, he has policies that I like. Like, it's not,
Yeah,
there's
nothing
certain
wrong with
things that I
that.
like, and
Yeah.
there's certain things that I don't.
Yeah.
So it's just one of those things, and it was just really interesting to see how everybody lost their mind, and everybody just became like, TDS was a thing, like so many people went through it. So many people were victims of it. Like, I'm guessing somebody like I forget her name right now because I'm terrible at names. But like that girl that was just talking about how that savage dude, ghosted her or whatever. And it's just like, a lot of people got ghosted, a lot of people got hurt
Yeah,
because of
that's
TDS.
sad.
And it's really sad.
It is.
It is. Nina's a Tory. It's true. I
Anyone who
was.
is liberal by age 20 has no heart, and anyone who isn't a conservative by age 40 has no brain. Winston
Winston Churchill.
Churchill.
It's a
Yeah,
famous quote.
so yeah, I didn't really lead anyway, right? I was just about like, yeah, if this is like wrong, then I'm for this, like when you're young, you don't really not that you follow the crowd, but like when you hear like bad stuff's happening to a certain group of people, like that's not right. Like, well, some people think that way, some people don't. But I was,
Mhm.
like that. And then when the Trump stuff happened, I started like questioning stuff
Mhm.
because I'm like, just all the lies that would come out. So
Yeah.
and I just, and I had a couple friends that dove more into politics and they would educate me because I wasn't educated on it. I didn't really care. I'm just working, hanging out with friends, living my life. I'm not really into politics. I'm not super into it now, but I definitely pay more attention now than I did when I was
Mhm.
younger. And then like it's the same thing like when like all the pandemic happened, that really opened a lot of people's eyes because it was
Mhm.
like who I think it was Gothics, which sorry, I'm losing my voice. I love listening to her talk about this stuff.
She's great. I love
Oh, she's
Gothics.
great. Like, and she said she was super like left woke. Like, she's like, I was insane. Like, she'll say like she was
Mhm.
nuts. And it's
Yep.
funny because I actually followed her around that time. We started following each other because we were both on Twitch. And then now it's like we're both in these totally different spaces. A couple of years later, it's nuts. But
That's
she
so cool.
said it is cool. She's so like she's great. And what she'd said like that the whole pandemic is what turned her around too. She's like, so I can't go see a dying family member, but you can march in the streets
Yeah,
for
BLM
what I
stuff. Yeah.
yes, yeah, that's what she said, and that's being that it's actually paying attention. Some people I feel like they're just not paying attention and they're just going with the crowd, what they think is
Well, it's like
right.
it's the thing, right? Like most people just want to belong. And if you
Yeah.
once you like and a lot of people even like when they're like, "Oh, maybe I am kind of leaning towards the right or whatever." Like at like, I'm just thinking out loud here. Maybe not even that. Maybe left, right? Like just
Mhm.
insert side here. Then like they get this kind of like aversion from the people that they love, and then they're like, maybe I shouldn't do that, like, you know what I mean, like because it's just like it's such a feeling of rejection is so strong that you're like, okay, maybe I don't want to rock the boat, because it's difficult to kind of distance yourself from everybody and love, like especially if they don't like what you like.
Yeah. It
It's definitely that's why I call people like Gothics grave, brave. Same with Carrie Smith, like people like that have kind of like
yeah.
woken up from like they're actually woke, like because they've woken up from
That's what's
coming
so funny to me about
woke.
the term is because the people that are actually what that you would call woke, it's like their eyes are just completely shut and they're not
Yeah.
looking like you try to show them truth, they're like, "Oh, nope, 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 nope. I don't want to see it. I'm right." Like it's
Mhm.
insane.
Have you seen like
Um
some of the stuff that's going on today on Twitter about the Supreme Court
Yes, did you see what
decision?
I see the one thing Flawed tweeted about what's her name? That Mars chick. Ugh, what's her name?
No, I
Something.
don't
She's
know
like,
if
I'm
I
not good
saw
with
that.
names. Okay, look at what Flawed tweeted. It's just like the real I don't know what you could say. If we were just on Rumble, I could say whatever I wanted, but we're on
Yeah.
YouTube too, so I gotta be careful. The real
Let me see.
like, people's true colors are coming out. Like, people like me and you, like, if we didn't like The Little Mermaid, we'd be called a certain word, right? If we don't like the live
Right.
action. That's what I don't know if you could say that. I'm still getting used to YouTube. But the people are coming out saying that, like, Black people need this assistance or they can't thrive. It's like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, what?" Like, "Wait a
Mhm.
minute, wait a minute." Like, I'm reading some of the stuff and I'm like, "I gotta get off Twitter for a second." Today, like, I was off for a little bit because 'cause I'm like, "These people, man, like, what in the actual"
Mhm. Yeah,
uh,
Erica Marsh or whatever. Yeah, she's
yeah.
crazy. Yeah. Yep.
Thanks,
And
Curtis.
I don't
We
think
are
you're gonna
good
have a
girls.
problem reading this because she's like, today's Supreme Court decision is a direct attack on Black people. No Black person will be able to succeed in a merit-based system, which is exactly what affirmative action-based programs were needed today. And decisions, it's a travesty. And honestly, it's just basically like a lot of the leftist people really think that way. They think that Black people are not smart. They
Really,
think that
Robert? Sorry. Yeah, go ahead, finish. I didn't know
I've
if he's
heard
saying it.
that too. Like that is something that's going around. But this
Trey,
isn't
you
the
have
first
merit.
person. This isn't the first person that tweeted something like this. I've seen many
Oh,
people tweet
in
stuff
the
like this.
chat for Toxic Femme, who shared that? Was it Jane or was it you? Someone about like that said like what their aunt had said. Like someone tweeted what their aunt said. It was a tweet that was sent. So
Yeah,
it's not
yeah,
like
yeah,
private.
yeah.
That's the
I
first. That's the first of that I seen of any of this happening today on Twitter, and I was like, what the actual?
Yeah,
What?
I posted that in the chat. It
You
was
posted it. Okay, I just know
yeah.
Jane responded to it.
Yeah.
Another like freaking smart.
It's crazy,
as heck
man. Like
girl,
there's a lot of
Jane.
people that think like that. It's crazy. And like,
Yeah,
it's
and
just that I'm constantly amazed because I'm like, these are the people that are calling us racist because we're calling out like race swaps and stuff. And they're like, oh, these motherfucking right-wing people so racist, but these black people,
yeah,
we need to assist them so that they don't become criminals because that's all they'll become if we leave them alone.
but like screw us, we want original characters for them. We're terrible
Yeah, we're
people.
the fucking racist motherfuckers.
Yeah,
But like,
it's
oh no,
insane.
Demogenai.
Yeah,
Demogenai, I'm calling you out. I feel like without assistance,
Trey
Demogenai,
too. I can't use good
Trey,
idea.
you
Use the
too,
internet, Trey.
Trey, Demogenai, without assistance, I think you guys be like
Curtis.
criminals on the street.
Let's take the rainbow back. It was a beautiful thing that I
Jesus
loved when I
fucking
was a
Christ.
kid.
Can you imagine saying something like that? That's fucking crazy, man. Like that is like real racism. It's actually crazy.
I mean,
that
look at
people think like
Biden
that.
didn't get in trouble for what he said.
I know.
I can't believe like when somebody first told me that I was like, he didn't actually say that, and I was like, oh, never mind.
He said a lot of
He
things that you're
said it.
like,
He didn't.
did he
just, like,
fucking say that? Like
yeah.
that whole thing, like with the hairs raising in the
Disparu.
sun. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, we'll end
That's
on
true.
something like a funny note here.
Did you see
Speaking of
that thing where he said like the hairs raising in the sun and how he wants the kids to come touch his legs?
No, what the? Oh my god.
Oh
that
my
man.
god, he's so gross.
I freaking I'm pretty sure I ugly laughed on the Jack show because I'm learning now I shouldn't try to keep up with Anna or X-Ray Girl with drinking. Those are two because I don't drink heavily, but on the Jack show I was like, yeah, I'll take a shot. You were on there like every time her calendar went up, and like it really started to hit me. I was like, I'm gonna play it cool, but it was really hitting me. It was tequila, and it was sneaking up on me. And when they played him Biden falling, like I'd seen it earlier, and it was funny, but they played it with the voiceover when he's like, and I just, oh my god, I lost it, and I'm like, dang, I think I ugly laughed in front of 2K people. That's great.
That's funny.
Yeah, I'm trying to find a picture. Trey is a Little Mermaid, and people were like, "Yes, that's my Little Mermaid." Here it
It'll
is.
happen. It'll happen.
I got it. Here it is. We could end on some fun. Since Disparu, where did it go? It's gone now. Where did Disparu's comment go?
Oh,
Here we
no.
go. There it is. Here you go, Trey and Disparu. This is probably the only reason Disparu came for this. There's Trey.
Oh my god.
She wasn't ready. She wasn't ready.
Oh no.
I'm a diversity hire.
Oh no. Trey.
Yeah, I
I
did
like-
see that.
I love how terrible of a job this is too. Like the meme.
I know.
It's terrible.
What? I'm a diversity hire for Wicked Streams. Okay, you. That's too much. That's too TMI there, Americus. I'm glad you guys like it hot. Yes.
Wow.
You're beautiful, Trey. Look at all this love you're getting. You have merit, okay? You matter, Trey.
You matter, Trey. All of you matter.
But we're gonna
Except
wind
you,
it
Desperu.
down.
By the
Except
way,
you-
Desperu, I have beef with Desperu.
Oh, what did Disparu do?
I have
Get back
beef
here,
because
Disparu. You're
what
getting in
the
trouble.
fuck, dude? Like,
'Cause
I
what the-
constantly get like these weird ass posts posted by fucking drunk 3PO that's like, would you eat this Disparu? And it's usually the
Oh,
most
yeah, and it's Disparu's
disgusting
fault.
thing
It
I've ever
is.
seen. And I'm like, what the hell, Disparu? Like, what is wrong with you? Why does he keep asking you if you will eat the most disgusting shit ever? Like, are you a connoisseur of like disgusting food? Is that
I love
why?
how it's not Jay in trouble, but Disparu.
Yeah, because he's the one that's trying to be triggered, and I constantly have to see this shit.
Listen, he is.
I just think it's because you're British or something, and he thinks that British people will eat like anything, which is kind of racist.
Listen, okay, you know what?
That's so messed up. That's messed up.
I knew clipping that was gonna come in handy. Listen, American food's great. He doesn't like biscuits and gravy. Disru doesn't like biscuits and gravy. I don't know if Nina's had that. She's not American either.
Well, I
but-
mean, like biscuits, like you mean like the little, like the
like the bread biscuits, like
Yeah,
with
like the
gravy
bread.
and like
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's okay. Like that's like Thanksgiving food, man. Like hell yeah, like why not? And during Thanksgiving, like that's not an everyday food, but I mean, I'm Canadian. I eat poutine. Okay, like
Listen, I grew up not
uh,
far. I've had poutine a lot because I grew up like right by the Peace Bridge, like in that area. So I
Mhm.
wasn't very far from
mind you,
Canada.
poutine is like 1,000 calories, and if you eat like I literally eat 2 bites and I'm like, I'm done. But it's a guilty pleasure. You're like, oh yeah, like, I'm hitting that, especially when you're like hungover. You're like, yeah, give me some
So one of
poutine.
my first jobs had poutine. It was like a late night eats on a strip where bars were, and man, the poutine sold like crazy.
Poutine? I
Poutine, sorry, the
love how
poutine.
you say poutine. That
Poutine.
is so funny.
How is it actually pronounced poutine? Is it poutine or
Poutine.
poutine?
Yeah,
It's
I
poutine.
think it's
said
poutine.
Poutine.
You
That's
said
a whole
like
different thing.
poontang.
That's a whole different thing.
I think a lot of
No,
people wish
poutine.
poutine was poontine.
This is what happens. I know, Trey. This is what happens when you have lack of sleep, and then we start talking about.
Oh, that was the best. Poontang. See? Everybody knows. Everybody knows. Everybody was like me. Like, is she saying poontine?
Everyone else has dirty minds. I caught it after I said it, and I was like, shoot. And I was like partially thinking, I wonder if no one caught that. But I'm like, there's no way.
I
No one
I
caught
let it go
that.
the first time, and then you said it again. And then I was like, okay, no, girl, no. Rewind.
Some poutine. I need to take a nap.
Aw.
Well, actually it's 10:30, so I should probably go to sleep, but I won't because who needs sleep? Cheese curds and brown gravy, no thanks. Oh yeah, that's the real. So at my job, it was no, it was cheese. Never mind. Yeah, there was cheese on there. Cheese gravy and French fries.
Cheese
It's
gravy and
good.
French fries. That's poutine.
Yeah, there's different ways. I guess cheese curds are probably the original, the OG way to make it. I don't know. That's not how we
I
did
don't
it at my
know.
job. It was shredded cheese, like on top.
Yeah, it was
melted
like
in with-
usually it's shredded and melted. It's pretty
yeah,
good.
it is good. It's like having it's just cheesy fries with some gravy. If you
Mhm.
like gravy on your mashed potatoes and some cheesy mashed, like it's like that.
Cheesy mashed potatoes. Yeah. God, now I want some poutine. Okay, we got to stop talking about
We
it.
gotta stop talking about food. Yeah, I'm getting hungry.
My Canadian
Is
taste
taking
palate
over.
is like because I haven't had it for so long. Like it's been years. So
Oh,
it's like,
you probably haven't been back since you moved, right?
well, since COVID.
Oh yeah, it's ridiculously hard to get in and out of
Mhm.
Canada. So
But then they opened it, and then I was like, well, I don't know if I want to go back.
yeah, right. Like I don't think I want to hang out with you guys anymore.
Yeah, I was just like, I don't know.
It's
I also
good.
feel like I might be on some type of list in Canada because I've told Trudeau to fuck off so many times, and I've like been like honk like so many times because of the fucking I was supporting the truckers, so I feel like
yeah,
so I was like the next time I go back, I'm gonna be on some sort of list. They're gonna be like,
you might be.
who are you again? Oh, you're this Nina? Hey, you're on a list. Like, get out.
Oh geez, here we go back to corn sweat.
Oh.
Well, Nina's like, maybe he's not that bad after all.
Look,
She's getting
he
swayed back.
he wasn't as gay as I thought. Okay, he was banging some chick. See, things change with more information. You're like, okay, well, all right.
All right, let me double check and make sure. I don't think I forgot any super chats. If I did, it was during that crazy rumble. I still can't believe that happened. That's so
They'll
cool.
put you in a nice Canadian camp. They were doing that at the beginning of COVID.
They were. Oh
Yeah.
God, that's
They
scary.
were like they were sticking
I don't think I missed
travelers into
anything.
like these hotels, and people were getting raped in there.
Oh God, that's.
I know it's so bad that I laugh, but it was like it
No,
was
but it's
actually happening, and it was terrible, and like people were getting like not fed. Like it was such a mess. Like if you're interested, you got to go look up the whole um Toronto like COVID hotel quarantine hotels, and they were making people pay for it. It's crazy.
oh, now she's gonna look it up. The TMZ posted him wearing shorts.
They did. What I will like, I was actually looking up his Instagram, and now I'm subscribed to his Instagram. He's got a couple nice photos there.
Yeah, I should probably do the same. Why not? Keep up with him.
I mean, he is like the new Superman, so
Yeah, right. I can't. Can you not search? Oh, there it is. I'm like, where's search on the PC? David. I almost wrote corn sweat.
Oh my god.
There he is. Okay. I mean, he's good looking. He's gonna beef up, and everyone's gonna be like, okay, hello.
He's gonna
There's
beef
the
up, and it's gonna
Superman.
be much better. Yes, like he's just gonna have to step up his game. Because
He
like
will.
right now, like even this is his Instagram, right? Like, but this is unacceptable. This is unacceptable. This is from his own Instagram.
Yeah, that's
But like
not.
no,
But we're gonna see. This is from
you're gonna see
2020.
the
but still.
transformation. That's true. Like this is from 2020.
But still, like
his latest one though, like is like this is like
he's tiny. He's got some nice hair.
look at
Though.
these
I
arms.
really appreciate some nice hair. He's
Yeah,
got a
his
nice head of
like his
hair.
hair is great. He's got really nice flowing hair. But like look at his arms. Like no, dude, you got to work out.
You gotta buff
we-
those up.
we
My
need
arms are
you-
bigger than that, bro. I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
They're
we
not.
need you to like step up your game. Like I want to see him, like I want Superman's body here.
Yeah,
So,
we need.
see there. This guy's like telling him like, good job, bulk out.
This Rue, you're right. They will.
I
give
thought
him
you're
the extra
Henry
stuff.
Cavill's brother, the new Superman. I should be like,
Are you
please
gay?
take some steroids.
Please take some steroids. Trey, now can we have a look at Selma Hayek's Instagram? You're just making demands over there.
Oh, I love how somebody
no.
decided to post this. It's like,
Doesn't even.
why?
I was confused when I first seen that you could do GIFs over on Instagram. I was like, what? I saw someone posted in my chat, and I'm like, let me update my app. I didn't know.
Yeah,
that you
that's
could do
weird.
that.
I didn't even know you could do
You
that.
didn't. Yeah, you can.
No.
They're updating over there.
Oh God.
Thank you. Yes, thank you for dropping Nina's links. So what
Thank
do you
you.
have going on? We're gonna wind down now. What
I have going on is tomorrow I have Infinite Hope at 2 p.m. Eastern. That is what I will be doing. After this, I'm going to be setting it up. So I'm going to be setting up that show. We got really cool stories tomorrow. Hey, if you're available, you should come by. You should come by. And
what
hang out.
time is it?
2 p.m. Eastern. So
2
1 p.m.
I should be able,
Central.
even if it's just for like an hour, I should be able to hop in.
Yeah,
well, Fridays
sure.
are a little bit busy, but I would love to, especially a nice stream like that. I could
Yeah,
use that.
sure. Do you want are you for sure gonna come? Because I'll put you on the thumbnail. If not,
Yeah.
yeah.
Even if I can only hop in, how long do you go for? Like a couple hours?
I go usually for 2 hours.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Even if it's
so-
just like an hour, I'll hop on.
Okay, cool. All right. So then tomorrow with Amanda, hanging out with Amanda doing Infinite Hope. We're gonna be talking about Wicked Hope. I like it.
Great.
Turtle Love. We're gonna be talking about Turtle Love. We're gonna
I'll
talk
send you that
about
picture.
all sorts of stuff. Yes, bring your pictures, bring your cute animal videos. I've already gotten several really good stories planned. So it's going to be really fun. Everybody check us out, Infinite Hope. And of course, my Wednesday shows are always awesome, but they're the dark, crazy, political shows. So if you're into that as well, subscribe to my channel. And on Sundays, I usually just do like hangout streams and chill streams and play video games and like whatever else. And of course, Mondays, I'm on Toxic Femme with Amanda now.
Yes, I am now a toxic fan.
Yes.
I love
and
it.
that happens on Midnight's Edge on Mondays.
And that's it. That's
Thanks
all.
for
That's all.
having
You
me
guys-
on. This was
Yeah,
really
it was
fun.
Yeah, I've been wanting to ask, but I've had like a couple people in line, and I'm like, let me ask Nina. I'm like, let me see, because I'm like, if she's free on Thursday, that'd be awesome. And you were, and I was like, yes.
Yeah. It
I
was
like
awesome.
dark. Are you calling Nina dark and crazy?
Oh, I love it.
Dark and crazy women.
I am pretty
Um,
dark. I try not to be though. That's the thing, right? Like I try to balance out that darkness with the niceness on Fridays. So
Thanks,
So I try
Trey.
to balance.
I'm the right kind of toxic. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Mhm.
And yeah, you guys know what's going on with me. I got on Saturday, I got Nikki coming on, so that'll be fun. We'll have a nice little chat.
I don't think I've met Nikki.
I think she's just more recently, like she's on X-Wing stuff a lot. And I think she's just more recently became into like the actually content creating a bit and going on people's streams. So that's probably why.
Okay.
I know, doesn't Valiant hang out with her? He was talking about
I'm not sure. You
I
might
thought he
you might
said,
actually invite her on Toxic them once.
yeah. Yeah, that would be fun. I'm sure she would love it. But yeah, I got her on Saturday. And yeah, you guys know what's going on with me. I tweet it and stuff. My gaming
Yeah, you know
streams
what's
and
going on.
yeah, you know what I got going on. We're here to see what's going on with Nina. So make sure you check out her stream tomorrow, 2 p.m. Eastern. The mods have been dropping
Yep.
her link, but her YouTube link is also in the description. So
Thank
you
you.
guys so much for hanging out. I appreciate it so much. And that crazy shout out again to Flawed for that insane,
Yes, that was so
insane Rumble raid.
cool.
Yeah, that
so
was
cool.
that was amazing. I'm still like, and I wish I would have been cooler, but you know what? At least I had that clip. The hail
I
to the
know.
king.
I feel like
hope-
now you gotta go watch it, like that, like watch
Now
our
I'm be like,
reaction,
"Ah, I
and like because they talk about us. They're like, oh, look at them. They're like, they don't know what's going on. You know what I mean?
Well, I was
It's just
gonna be
it's
like, she
funny.
didn't give a speech. I'm never rating her again.
Oh my god. Oh,
Yeah, I'm
it's
gonna have to go
funny.
back and watch that. But guys, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Catch us tomorrow on Nina's channel, and that's it. We're out. Bye.
Bye, everybody.